Ooh.
So yes, the audio just started with an ooh.
You're welcome.
So many possibilities come to.
It's almost
Are not good
Halloween.
ideas
Let's
to
get
say.
spooky, guys.
Totally.
It is. Always like
Holy
Halloween
shit.
one-shots.
I can't believe
That
it's almost
sounds
Halloween.
interesting.
That's not how things. Oh no! Nobody saw that. It wasn't recorded on the stream.
Oh my god! It
What?
showed up a couple
Nope.
seconds later.
Shush.
What did you do?
Didn't happen. Nobody can prove a thing. I don't know how to use OBS. Just
Well, now I'm gonna have to watch the stream when I'm
Nope.
done.
nope. It didn't happen. I was trying to pick up this thing here and just be like, gonna float that around the screen. And instead I was like, everything explodes.
Entire screen moves.
Yep. Oh, I got a black border on my screen. What's going on there? I am not broadcasting at the ideal resolution. Oh no.
And also, we can hear you.
Well, yeah. I said I turned on the audio.
I didn't hear you, and I'm still eating pizza.
Well, that's good. I mean,
Hey, me too.
we got to share these things. I've been told by other people that everything is content. And see that? You're eating pizza got you to subscribe. And we appreciate
Casey, that's my
subscriptions.
10-month subscriber message.
And pizza is important to subscribing for
My
10 months.
subscriber baby is a month old, Casey. Calm down.
I'm not sure how that works out, but okay.
Well, you have a baby in 9 months, and I've been subscribed for 10 months, so that's how the math works. You've never heard that terminology before?
Nope. Mm-mm. I consider children to be a mystery. I'm not sure where mine came from.
Yourself. Oh, Jesus, okay. You told a better joke. I can see it live on air.
So, as we await for the last of our thugs to gather, let's see here. Sam, do me a favor, say hello again.
Hello.
Yay, the circle's lighting up in the right
No,
spot.
you're supposed to say hello again.
I mean,
Hello again.
we don't have to be that accurate. But I do apologize. Your name is written really big to cover up the fact that I don't have the cool, flickering, changing hit points thing yet, but we will get that updated.
Totally fine.
And our levels are out of date. We're actually level 5, I believe. So we got a little update to do. But that will wait. Broadway gal sub. See, the pizza is very popular.
The pizza. There's something in the pizza, guys.
Something in the pizza.
I put something in the pizza, guys.
Did you order it with extra oregano?
Extra it is actually a sausage pizza.
Mmm.
You tried to make a joke, and it was already a thing. I can feel the evil eyes on me right now.
What evil eyes?
I don't know. I assume yours, but I can't actually see you, so
I mean, we could switch to a webcam game, but then we'd have to make sure everybody's streaming is up to it.
Mine is certainly not.
Mine is not either, as we have learned by
No.
the curse of the cursing robot.
Craig says go ahead and start.
Craig says go ahead and start. Ba-bing.
Hello, good evening.
Hello.
There has been no downtime since the last session, since it I totally read that wrong, Craig.
It stunned him.
I'm blanked.
We got rid of the bird bard.
This is you got rid of the bird. You watched the bird bard ride off into the sunset, and it's less than a week later. You've been putting all of your resources into figuring out who the fuck attacked you a couple of days ago.
Mm-hmm.
And noting that there is let's say a deficit in your command structure, you decide that is worth spending some time on before you really, get into some sort of larger altercation with an unknown force.
These seem like reasonable decisions. Are you sure we made them?
Your characters did.
Fair enough.
I'll say the words for him, but during your discussion, Boluto puts forth the idea of promoting from within. You have a number of potential candidates that could take on a role with more responsibility within your organization. The two of note that first cross your mind are Vomer and Glabella, the two individuals from the Blue Skulls who pretty much just you beat them and they joined your gang, which was weird. You don't necessarily trust them all that well, but they were capable fighters. You just simply outnumbered them. And outthought them and outfought them. But the point is, there are, as I said, a number of capable individuals in the middle management structure of your gang. You hold some interviews, and halfway through the stack, you call in a young elven woman named Rhiannon. Hello, Craig. Goodbye, Craig. Hello, Craig.
Hey.
Hey. How are you? Good evening. Welcome.
What's up?
We have begun. We are just at the beginning of you interviewing a young elven woman named Rhiannon to be promoted to a higher station within your organization.
Cool.
Rhiannon, describe yourself.
So my name is Rhiannon, and I grew up in a city right outside of Carmath, um, or in a town, I should say, near the forest. And I was adopted by two really cool people, but um, you know, they're no longer with us, and I kind of grew up on my own, and uh, I joined the gang to survive. And now I'm excited to move my way up.
Yes, our moving up has its benefits. Tell me, have you ever contemplated being killed in the line of action?
Um, I try not to do that.
Okay, good. 'Cause it totally won't happen.
Cool.
And you signed the contract already?
Oh yeah, long, long time ago.
Love
Yeah,
it.
she's been a member of your guild for. I mean, she was with the Red Winds before she was part of this, so she signed on to them. She signed on with.
Have you ever heard of a trial by fire?
I have.
Fantastic. So this is what we're gonna do. We're gonna put you on as a temporary status, barring completion and acceptance by the team, at which point you'll gain full member adventurer status and be exempt from your duties at the bathhouse.
Cool. Sounds very good.
Though, Sugar, give us a little reminder. You worked mostly with Augustus, I think. What are you good at?
I'm good at
Yeah.
sneaking around, and I'm good at um, kind of flying under the radar.
We do have some formations where you may need to take some arrows for the rest of the group.
I prefer to give the arrows, but if I take one, I take one, and I'll figure it out from there.
I love
Every,
this attitude.
everybody besides Rhiannon, make a general intelligence check. You may take this with proficiency if you believe you've been part of the training regiment. D, I think we established that you're part of this training regiment.
Yes. And stop wandering around the map if you're hard to keep track of.
All right, all good so far. One for Beludo.
I don't do any of the
Beludo,
training.
you don't.
I don't do any of it.
Yeah, you don't necessarily know this, Beludo, but the rest of you have recognized a certain aptitude for magic in this. Young for an elf is a relative term, but young elven.
I stay away from everyone in general. It keeps a neutral party that can interview the potential candidates on an even field. I don't play favorites.
Yeah, Sugar, we really do appreciate your professional detachment.
It's not at all because I disdain and loathe each one of you.
Okay.
Wow.
That's nice to know. Jesus.
I disdain and loathe you too. Is that like your greeting? Because
Make an intelligence check.
I just see him making
I
like
said
little
I
heart hand and
didn't.
going, loathe you.
Rhiannon, make an intelligence check.
oh gosh. Okay, hold on.
Oh yeah, that's right. Sam is still learning D&D a little.
No worries.
I found it. Okay, clicky.
Yeah, that's not his greeting. He doesn't like anybody.
His
Oh,
his main greeting is handing you a contract and asking you to sign it.
Sure is.
Oh, well, I'm
By
sorry I
all
ruined that
accounts.
for you.
No, it's okay. If you'd like, you can always sign one of the new revised contracts I've been working on.
Oh boy.
There's so much more to offer you.
I will sit down and read that with you someday. That makes you happy.
You have no idea.
So, Rhiannon, it seems like you'll be working with us. Did we hear anything back on the folks who were causing trouble?
And Doxia from the back steps forward and whoa. I almost moved the entire map. Doxia steps forward and says she has a line on some information for you. There is a noble in the city who is a known, not a super well known, but a known enough worshiper of Tharston, and that is where she thinks you should start.
So, you might remember a couple of nights back, I'm sorry, is it the butcher or the carver or the...
Carver.
Sorry, Diablo stuck in my head. A couple of nights back, the carver swung by and tried to take a piece out of some of our members. And we think that's tied to the folks following the cult of Thurston.
Very interesting.
And Doxia here has a bit of a lead on a nobleman. And you had just mentioned, I think, that you had a way with being sneaky and staying a bit under the radar, and this seems like an excellent opportunity to put those skills to use.
I believe it does.
Doxia speaks up. Actually, he wants to meet with you. His
Oh,
name is
shucks.
His name is Rodrigo.
Rodrigo Avanzar.
He is one of the new money nobles in the city.
Doxia, sometimes you just pull the fun right out of things.
New money, you say?
Yes. And I'm going to, out of character, I will say, most of you know that all of the old money is tied up in silver. The new money nobles are more involved in hiring adventurers or trading in antiquities. Doxia informs you that this man is one of the premier black market arms dealers in Carmath.
Oh, please, can I go?
D with one of the biggest arms dealers in Tarmath? What could go wrong?
Oh, nothing.
Absolutely nothing at all.
I'm sorry to continue pulling the fun out of everything.
Oh,
but
she's going to say I can't buy nothing.
He doesn't deal within the city. He runs weapons to and from Dorwyn and Forlond. They are both of them arming up for a doozy of a conflict. It seems there is war on our doorstep within the year, and where there's war, there's money to be made.
Indeed.
Well, that's a bleak way of looking at it.
He
Just what I
does
thought
other things as well. I mean, He is a smuggler, after all. There are certain things in Dorwyn that you can't get to Forlond, and there are certain things in Forlond you can't get to Dorwyn. They're all humans. Some of them are related. It would be terrible if certain pieces of mail couldn't get across such a thin piece of water and
It
have to go
doesn't
the long way
seem
around.
terrible, just seems the natural conclusion that happens from time to time. These things happen for
Yes,
the right price.
these things do happen, indeed.
Oh, we could always go and make things happen a little quicker.
Now, are we talking ransom, abduction, or
He
disappearance?
he says he is willing to trade information for assistance in what he could only tell me was a personal matter.
Well, we may as well go and talk to him. I mean, this way at least know what it looks like in case we want to go beat him up later.
Information doesn't pay the bills.
But he said it was specifically information that you would be looking for.
Information
Did he
about
give
this Carver fellow.
He didn't say it was about the carver, but I assume since he is a worshipper of Tharston, and you're trying to find the Church of Tharston for more information, one leads to the other, yes?
I mean, it seems so roundabout, but I suppose that's the way it's done.
Roundabout's my whole deal, darling.
I know, like I said, you pull all the fun out of it.
Fun gets people killed sometimes. I try to avoid it.
That's not the fun part.
I think that's the fun part.
Well,
She's a
this
little
has
speechless at that.
been a rousing exchange. Shall we get on with it now?
I'm always down for an adventure.
Dee goes and puts on her petticoats and plate mail.
Petticoats and plate mail has got to be the name for something.
Uh,
I don't know, like a web
I played-
comic or something.
are you familiar with
Dave.
Are you familiar with Arthur from the never mind, series is out of my brain. Forget it.
Is it Arthur from Arthur?
Arthur from Arthur. That's exactly what I was going.
Like the aardvark.
Like the aardvark.
Yeah.
Yep. That's where I was going with that.
All right, you travel to this man's house. The word opulent comes to mind as you are whisked through the front entrance and into the main hall. This man has done very well for himself, and he stands before you now, greets you warmly. He knows exactly who you are. Good afternoon, friends. It is such a pleasure to meet you.
The pleasure is ours. Before we get going, I must ask, who writes your contracts? Are you in need of a scribe?
Oh, well, I have done my research on you, friend, but my positions are filled at the moment. Perhaps in a year or so, I might need your assistance. If you
And
find yourself a free agent, that is.
if you don't mind, could you tell me their exact name, location, and eating habits? I'd like to get to know them better.
No.
Oh, come on, Shug. If I gotta go the roundabout way, you gotta go the roundabout way too.
How was your trip over? I hope there were no malcontents on your way here. Come, sit, have a drink. Let's relax before business. Yes.
Oh, thanks, Sugar. No malcontents that I noticed, though they'd have to be very mal to step up to us.
I don't mean to offend you, but I don't think I'd trust a drink from you at this time.
So, what do we have to drink?
The finest elven wines, the finest dwarven ales and whiskies, a few unique bottles if you are
Say a
adventurous
bug.
enough.
I'm a 7 to 8 foot bugbear. Count me in for adventure. Can't you hear it in my voice?
I certainly can, friend. Omer,
Either.
a fine bottle, please. And this kind of middle-aged looking gnome just kind of scampers away and returns a few minutes later with a few old weathered looking bottles. They don't even have labels anymore. They're so old. They're just a few markings painted on the side of the bottle. Clearly this was not obtained legally. And he pulls the first bottle and pops the cork with a small knife that he had in his under his arm, and pours a few drinks, hands one to each of you.
Oh, thanks,
To
Sugar.
good business, yes? Unless somebody has something better to toast for.
Oh, good business is grand.
He knocks
That's
back
right.
his drink.
D
Rowan's
does.
just gonna kind of sit there and watch and see if D and the rest of them do it first.
Oh, D does.
And Rowan will as well.
Rhiannon's just kind of like waiting to make sure nothing bad happens first.
Krakus will drink.
Does anybody else drink immediately?
Oh no.
I'm down.
Everyone who drank, make wisdom saving throws.
My specialty.
Ooh.
This tastes just like Mother made it. That is, if I could remember her.
Oh.
Oh.
Krakus and D,
Mm-hmm.
take a point of exhaustion.
Roger.
This is a strong stuff, yes. Even I don't necessarily know what is in it. It always brings me a bit down when I'm getting too excited, yes?
I
Something
feel No change.
I mean, same here. Nothing at all.
Something for an adventurous spirit, I guess. To business, then?
Oh yeah, sure.
Please.
And you can see that this man, after having his drink, is his whole body looks heavier, and he struggles for a second to get the words out. You can tell that he is affected in some way by this drink as well.
You probably
There's
should
no such.
just give the rest of the bottle to me, since it fits my constitution.
But then I would not have any fun.
If par- if becoming paralyzed is fun for you, then I will rescind my offer.
It is the fight, my tall, hairy friend. I have not been out these walls in many years. I need something to keep the blood pumping, yes.
You
But
don't leave?
why would I leave all of this? Besides, I
So
have business to take care of, and it
he
eats up a
just
lot of.
burned you.
While everyone's been drinking, Rhiannon has been just like staking this place out. Is there anything like super like valuable in here?
uh, Literally everything is valuable here, and so are the eyes of the armed guards who have been watching you since you entered the building.
Great. Are there any like other exits, or is it the only one that we came in?
There were other exits to this room. You don't know where they lead necessarily. I'm sure that any of them could find a way out. But you definitely know how to go back out through the front entrance.
Cool.
I don't know. I don't know, Bryn. Would you have brought a panther into this building?
Probably not. No, probably would have had him staking around outside.
Good, good enough. He walks over to a large table with plenty of seats, and he sits. Come, we can discuss our business. Why I asked you to meet me here.
Dee like works her way over and she goes to sit down, but she's like super bracing on the chair as she like lowers slowly, and you hear like shunk shunk shunk.
Rhiannon waits for everybody else to sit down because something doesn't feel right for her.
Hey, shook.
Rowan is gonna.
Calm down. Have a drink.
Dee, I don't think that's the greatest idea. I mean, look at the state you're in currently.
Oh, it's the best idea.
Rowan will kind of sit down to be on like the very edge of her seat, ready to kind of jump up at any moment if anything were to look him the slightest bit wrong.
Who's sitting?
Dee.
Dee and Rowan.
Krakus
Anybody
will.
else? Crackers will sit.
These chairs are a bit small. I'll stand for right now.
Everybody
So
make
yeah,
dexterity saving throws. Who's sitting?
Oh my god.
Everybody sitting in a chair is restrained to a chair, including Rodrigo. Interesting devices, yes? They command a captive audience.
Oh,
I will let you go when I am done talking.
Sugar, have you ever seen a chair explode?
Or better yet, a bugbear get angry.
Killing me will release neither me nor your friends. Hear me out and go on your way. To business then, yes? Quickly, this chair is getting uncomfortable for me. It always is. My
Then why
daughter
continue?
My daughter has been kidnapped.
Go on.
I run my business, and I need the help of some clandestine organizations, not unlike your own, to handle certain less than legal aspects of that business. Uh, they have been doing, frankly, a piss poor job, so I have withheld their payment, and therefore they have kidnapped my daughter. She is a fool. She does not know how to handle her money and handle her tongue. I need a group like yourself to go and retrieve her for me. I refuse to pay their ransom. It is, while it is a paltry sum, I do not deal with such terrorists. You understand. A man of my stature cannot be seen making such deals.
I
Oh,
must ask the obvious question. How do you know she's still alive?
If she's not, I would like you to kill each and every last one of those motherfuckers.
What's in it for us?
3,000 gold in the information you seek.
And you had to tie us, most of us, to chairs to ask this information?
I
Not exactly.
find that when I ask people to do unsavory things, they quickly find a door before they realize what is in it for them.
Well, I mean, if this is how you treat the people that you do work with, I'm not shocked. Like,
Besides, these items have been here far longer than I have. But you have your mission if you choose to accept it. Are we in accord?
Why didn't you just say you had a job that paid 3,000 and our information? We could have skipped all of this nonsense. Yes,
There
of
are
course.
there are higher powers that demand I do things a certain way.
How many do you know exactly which organization has your daughter? What details do
They
you
don't
have?
they don't have any name. They're just a group of skilled, I thought, dickheads. They operate in the northern side of town in a cave beneath the Sanctive Hills.
oh,
You'll find
sweetie.
it.
You hired thugs when you should have hired a gang. And at this time, she's kicking her feet as high up as she can and starting to lurch back and forth, trying to rock the chair.
Uh, you look, and it seems as though the chair actually it It just melds straight into the floor. The chair does not rock.
I've read if you
Aw,
build up a certain vibration, you can shake the whole house down this way. She's like,
I believe we do have an accord.
Very well, and you are all released.
Can we just add a stipulation that we don't get tied to chairs again?
I'm all for that. No more chairs. Rowan will kind of immediately bound away from the chair and get as far away as possible.
You see the bindings on the chairs fold back into the arms, and then the chairs and the table fold back into the ground, and the floor is smooth again.
We're trusting chairs again.
What kind of sorcery is this?
Not
Screw.
sorcery. That is a very different type of magic than this.
Dee's scuffing at the ground like, is your whole house a mimic?
Ha! You're not far off.
Ooh. That means I can kill it.
'Tis not one. Do not piss the house off. Anyway,
House always wins, sweetie.
the house does always win. That is what I have found. Everybody who is tied to the chair, you find yourself missing 5 hit points.
No!
Go at night. Maybe not this night, since some of you may be a little worse for wear after our dealings. But go at night. They keep their guard down. They have a skeleton crew keeping a watch. It is in your best interest. Yes?
Well, it's not the worst deal we've had.
Not the best one either.
3,000's not too bad.
Was it worth getting tied up by a mimic, though?
Yes.
I mean...
Simply put, yes.
Rhiannon's trying to think and see if this guy might be a guy who keeps in mind favors, or is he like a business one and done kind of guy?
If you do a good job, he might call on you in the future. He might not.
Cool.
Might he in the future be a carousing target of a medium level for favors? High level for favors?
Definitely. If you do a good enough job, I could propose or I could allow you to propose a slight dock in pay for a future favor, if that's what you want. We'll have to negotiate that afterwards.
Or we could carouse him.
I mean, can't carouse right now.
That sounds like a challenge?
Do you have a week of downtime?
I don't know. I could have a week of downtime. Maybe I just take a break. Who knows?
You don't have a week of downtime. You leave this man's house and you head back to the. Well, where do you head? Do you want to head right back to the place, the bathhouse? Or do you want to go somewhere else?
Well, aside from we having some money burning a hole in our pocket, which we're investing in construction, I think that was about it.
We can fast
We were-
forward.
We were gonna also pay, I thought, the guards.
The guards, yes.
We're gonna make amends, make things right. We're gonna
Well,
make them an offer they can't refuse.
Rhiannon would also like to maybe get some extra arrows, just in case something happens.
We don't need to roleplay that. You can just spend the gold and get 20 more arrows.
Copious arrows.
Okay, I'll do that then.
I'll put you back on the bathhouse for now while we figure things out.
Sure.
Anybody want to do some housekeeping things? I'll let you take a long rest, just because that was
Bit
that
our
scene
butts
was
with a
just for
mimic.
funsies. That scene was just for funsies. I'm not going to penalize you for dealing with this man.
Yeah, a long rest. Do you would like to buy a scroll of Find Familiar and cast it?
Wow, for fast forward a week, then yeah, I mean, I would have the time to make it for you.
Find
Do you have
Familiar?
Find Familiar?
Oh, Find Familiar? Ooh,
Yep.
no, that's not a paladin spell.
No.
Would anybody else like to cast Find Familiar in the meantime?
Rhiannon would if she's able.
Yes, Yeah, that's what I meant.
I figured.
Oh.
I could find you a steed, but not a familiar.
I want a steed too. I want all the things. But the familiar is the one she wants most of all right now. And if we
That
have
I
somebody who
cannot
can
help you
actually
with.
cast that, we have somebody who could make a scroll for that, so she'd be willing to wait. If the person who can cast that would make that known.
I don't know what that means.
So you can create scrolls or not?
I didn't necessarily tell her that part, so I'll let her. We can deal with that between
That can be later.
this session and the next.
Yep, no problem.
But Sam, you can cast Find Familiar right now. You tell me what you want, and I'll give you that token.
Okay, hold on.
The best one is a kipper, which is like a piranha.
Win one for the kipper.
Exactly.
I either want an owl or a weasel.
Both good
Up the
choices.
weasel. Can you name your weasel Polly?
Oh.
Sure.
Nice.
What?
I don't know that reference.
Well played. Well played.
I don't get it, but sure.
Oh,
I think it's a Polly Shore
no!
Yes, don't mind Grandpa Craig.
No! It was perfect. It was so perfect,
that
and you.
hurts.
Just go back to your corner, Grandpa. It's okay.
All right. I would like to find a familiar weasel.
A familiar weasel or an unfamiliar weasel?
I feel like unfamiliar weasel might attack me, so familiar.
Yeah.
Weasels.
Bloop.
Nice.
Yeah, buddy.
Oh wait! I'm just the grandpa. Is that it, Joe?
Sweet. He's trying to pretend he's not as old.
Yep. See how it goes, Joe.
Listen, I'm not saying I'm a grandpa too. I'm just saying I don't try to bring my old grandpa references to the young people, okay?
I wasn't going to explain it until she said sure. That was amazing. Come on. What was the chances of that happening? I
mean,
thought that was
listen.
on purpose.
Listen, I appreciate Encino Man as much as the next guy. All right.
That's where you're gonna go with it? Okay.
So there's a really terrible comic named Pauly Shore. His nickname was the Weasel.
Mm-hmm.
So when you said sure, after you said Polly, we thought that
Oh.
was the most amazing thing possible. Like the
And
most quick-witted
pure
thing.
coincidence.
Yeah. Yeah, no,
I am not
that's-
quick-witted.
It's okay. We'll give you credit for it, even when it's just how lucky you are.
Even
Yep,
if I
that was
knew his
amazing.
name was Polly Shore, my mind would not have said sure.
Fair enough. But now we have a weasel.
My weasel looks so like regal. Like heads
It's a
up.
regal
heads
weasel.
down.
There is actually a Regal Weasel Tavern somewhere in Halrua, which is not Carmath, but the next city over.
Nice.
Well,
I-
there is now.
I did.
That's
By
a
the
great
way,
name for a tavern.
I missed a little bit the description of where these people are. Was it in town or out of town in like the hills?
So there are hills in the town. Like it's a big fuck off city.
Yes.
Like the size of like an actual in real life city. And in this city or the castle for this city on the noble areas were built on top of one of the larger hills that was kind of truncated at the top for building purposes. And beneath those hills, some would call them cliffs, probably, but beneath those hills and cliffs, there are a number of smaller caves, many of which are abandoned or otherwise unexplored.
So we're not like heading out
So
into the woods in the wilderness.
Yeah,
We're like
you're not leaving the Silver Walls.
Okay.
You are staying within the city. These people are here in town.
We're heading to an urban reclamation center.
Yeah, kind of. I don't know what that means.
Fair enough. Everybody got their granola.
I have an actual question. Do I have to feed my weasel?
It's magic and isn't actually a weasel, so no.
Cool.
I have a question for you. Is it Fey, Fiend, or Celestial?
Faye / can I change this later?
Absolutely, but Fey is a good answer.
Oh, good.
All right.
Slick Rick is with us.
Slick Rick is with you. Slick Rick be with ye.
Who's Slick Rick, guys?
Oh my god, you don't know Slick Rick.
You have Find Familiar. Beludo has Find Steed. That steed can take any shape. Slick Rick is a magical flail snail.
Nice.
He's a racing snail.
You make your preparations to head out, and you arrive. Y'all should see the red zone.
Red zone.
Place your tokens.
See it.
In or near the red zone.
We're already in the red zone. This should be a good adventure.
The red zone is for loading and unloading only.
Do I also put Weasel's token?
You may?
There are too many weasels on the board. Oh, Wenry, when you wake up the next day, I should have done this on the other screen, but we're doing it now. Wakes up. When you wake up, he is waiting for you all in a secret meeting room. He explains, so You know that guy, that dickhead god who harassed us a couple of months ago? Brentford was his name, right?
Mm-hmm.
I might have put a tail on him after he shook us down.
And
And they haven't checked in a couple of days, not a week.
That's not a
okay.
good sign.
I gotta go pull them out. I know we're kind of in the middle of something here, but
Well, be safe,
look,
sugar, and
I
don't mix it up with the
got him into this
gods.
mess. I got him into this mess. I gotta get him out of this mess. I hope you guys understand. And I'm not gonna be like Augustus, God's rest him, and just sneak off without telling you where I'm going.
You're also not allowed to die.
Yes, I know. I'll follow the rule, I guess. Whatever.
And no running home to mommy.
You don't. I haven't told you much about my family, but I'm not going to be doing that.
Alright, get going.
Um, see you guys hopefully before you guys get yourselves killed. Don't die either. What? I think that was pretty. That was pretty like accurate to how Sin has been playing Wenry.
That's pretty good.
That was like really good.
Anyway, he runs off awkwardly, and you make your preparations for the day and make sure everything else is locked down, because while you're away, you don't want this Carver coming back and hacking any of your friends to pieces. You head out. It's early evening by the time you get there, and here you are. You know that the entrance to the base is that way.
So is it nighttime?
I know the map does not necessarily reflect it, but it is early evening, probably like 20 minutes before dusk, before full sundown.
And are we away enough from the rest of the lights of the city that it will get dark here, or would we think it would stay dim-ish here?
It will get dark here.
Dark. Okay.
It will get dark here in about 45 minutes to an hour.
I have a game question.
Sure.
So did I buy those arrows / do I just add them?
I think it's what, 1 gold for 20 arrows?
That's right.
Subtract 1 gold, add 20 arrows
Cool.
as part of your preparations for the day.
Alright, so I think we take a little bit of a look around as we can from here, wait till it gets dark, and then under cover of the dark, head on up.
I mean, do you want me to send Nero to sniff around and stuff? If he can dig up anything?
Oh, yeah, do they do that?
He has keen smell, so he can pretty much rely on smell. And
Oh, sure. Go all casual cat.
I'm not one to sneak around.
well, technically, we're
I'll
not
wait
sneaking.
here. Well, why not? That's why you're here.
I can only look through Weasel's eyes in combat, yes?
Nope, at any time.
Oh, I'm gonna have him go with the panther and sniff around too and see what I see.
Sure. Send them where you send them. where you want to send them. Don't go outside the revealed area, but like if you want to send them over here, like put them like here-ish. You want to send them north, put them up there.
All right, Nero is gonna go down to the kind of bottom area underneath the trees. Sniff out that area.
Okay. Nero, and you have some sort of base level, not quite telepathic, but it's some base level communication with your beast, some sort of emotional bond thing. So very eloquently stated, Ben. Thank you. And
Bond thing.
there, the Panther can tell that there is a grouping of probably 3 to 6 individuals right here, right on the other side of this this bush, this large bush.
All right. So kind of getting this sense of feeling, she's gonna kind of look over at Dee and say, "We got something," and knock an arrow.
Well, I mean, I'm all for just running on in and bopping them real hard, but is there anything advantageous we could do for that?
She'll kind of look look towards Rion and kind of go, "You see anything? You think of anything we could do to kind of get ahead on them?"
So Rhiannon sent her little weasel to the crevice thing to see if there's like anyone hiding out there.
Where exactly? Where do you think? What crevice are you talking about?
How do I make it ping?
Press and hold.
Hold. Oh no, that's just a solid wall of stone. It's up.
Oh, never mind then. I mean, if the entrance is that way, I assume that's where they'd be. I don't think they'd be further away, right?
Not necessarily, but yeah. I mean, that's you know that there will be people there if that's the main entrance. Makes sense.
Ooh.
I think we're good.
I may or may not.
May or may not what?
I recently learned Pass Without a Trace makes my entire group silent. I
Hey.
think. So,
A certain amount of
that's always
people,
a
yeah.
plan.
That's sweet.
So we could always try it that way. What do you guys
Silent but deadly. I like it.
Oh god, Krakus being silent but deadly. In many ways. Alright, so what do we want to do?
Well, these guys aren't members of a gang, so we don't really need to hold back. Or wait, we are still within the city walls.
You are still within the city. Murders will be investigated.
Okay, so, but we're still within the city, so let's try and, take them down, but keep them breathing.
Are we able to do that?
As a rule in Dungeons and Dragons 5th edition, you may always say that I don't want to kill this guy, I just want to knock him out. And you can knock him out with very, very sharp arrows if you want.
Or her. D&D is not a
you
sexist game.
You can knock them out with a fireball if you so choose.
That's a little bit of a special rule that Ben has. It's not quite that way.
Usually,
We'll read up on that. Nobody's going to be casting fire. I'm not worried about it.
I mean, I'm all for that rule.
You
I
should
like
be worried
knocking
about
people
it.
shout. I like knocking people out with sharp arrows.
Oh, right. Fuck. I should be worried about that, Krakus. Sorry.
It's coming. It's always coming.
Oh no. What have I done?
Alright, so, we make ourselves a little extra sneaky. We get up nice and close, and then we take them apart. Yeah?
Do we
Yeah.
want to lure them out or do we want to go in?
Ooh.
A bit of both, maybe.
Can Rhiannon also ask who is magic in our party?
I mean, I think most of us have like at least one or two spells. Except for,
Cool.
yeah.
Except D looks
Think
sad in the corner.
I mean, she can turn into a plant.
She can, yes. She can turn into a daisy on occasion.
Not at will.
I mean, maybe I just haven't wanted to again.
Haven't had a visit with that prismatic child of yours in a little while.
I mean, he's really loud. Single-minded.
Very much so.
Alright, so, already we'll sneak up. Beludo, you and me frontlining. These folks with the arrows behind. I guess Kitty Cat's up with us.
Yeah, kitty cat can be. Since you don't want us to cross that line yet, do you want us to pull back our animals?
Yeah, sure.
All right.
We did a little brief scouting and
And those are like half walls, full walls,
those are chest high walls.
chest high walls.
Chest high walls that would give you 3/4 cover.
And that was, and if they start flinging around, spells and such, duck back behind a wall, okay?
All right. Understood.
Sounds good.
All right. Do you guys want me to cast it now?
so you haven't cast it yet? Yeah, cast it.
There we go. All silent.
There's
and
how many
deadly.
people?
It is veil of shadows and silence radiates from you, masking you and your companions from detection for the duration. Each creature you choose within 30 feet of you, including
So
you,
it
has
can be anybody within 30 feet.
Jesus. Seems like
Like
okay.
I rule they
Cool.
have to stay within 30 feet of her for the duration of the spell.
So do you know charging ahead, please?
Aww.
I will let you say we're moving together as a unit as long as you all end up within 30 feet of Rowan. And everybody who's moving, stealth checks from everybody.
Do you?
I'm super stealthy. Wow.
No.
I mean, at least managed a 19, but Krakus at 12, even with the help.
That's Slick Rick. He carries a whole bunch of stuff.
I mean, I am 8 feet tall.
I mean, I guess if you got your whole house on your back.
Do I cast stealth or do I do stealth for Nero as well?
Yes.
Because I don't think I see it.
Just a dex then, if you don't see the stealth.
It should have stealth.
I would hope stealth.
Yeah, the cat has stealth.
All right, then I guess I'm just not seeing it.
It'll stay like stealth +5, like somewhere right below this ability scores.
So you see like there's a section with the armor class, the hit points, and the speed. Then there's a section with the ability scores. And right beneath that is the should have a +7 to stealth.
Yep, got a 9 out of a 26.
So, the passive perception of this group is 10. So you successfully sneak up on these motherfuckers.
Good news.
Yay.
You saved us a lot.
Thank God I actually remembered I had it.
So can we go for like one of those surprisey rounds?
So the way surprise rounds work is everybody rolls initiative, but surprised is a condition that ends at the end of a person's turn. So if somebody gets a high initiative, that they start surprise, cannot take any attacks on their turn, but at the end of their turn, they lose the surprised condition.
Sounds fair.
That is apparently rules as written.
Sounds right.
I've never seen it played like that. I kind of want to try it out.
And don't forget to click your token before you hit the word initiative.
Yep.
Yep.
Fuck.
Do I roll for Weasel?
Common recommendation is keep your familiar out of combat. If you want your familiar to do things like assist you in combat, you can open them up to danger. Remember, your weasel has exactly 1 hit point.
And what he means by can is he will target it early and often.
I mean, if somebody gets bit in the shins by a weasel, they're gonna try to stab that weasel.
Do I roll for Nero as well?
You always roll for Nero.
Alright.
Is Nero like a pet versus a familiar?
Yes, there is a difference in typing between what Bryn has and what you have. Yours is a magical conjuration. Hers is a bond with nature.
Awesome. Thank you for the explanation.
Also, it's a ranger. It's a ranger pet, which is sort of a combat assistant, whereas the wizard familiar is a little less tanky.
By which to mean absolutely not tanky at all.
Squishy.
Yes.
Super squishy.
Is everybody on tracker?
You can see me. I'm way down at the bottom.
You
right above me.
Hanging out with Krakus and the flail snail.
Okay. Nero starts it up.
Alright, so wait, how do you do the like drawing the line again to figure out how far?
A little circle with the ruler in it. Just below the magnifying glass. And then click drag.
That's the one.
Yeah, so Nero is gonna can Nero jump over that wall since it's only like 3/4 wall?
Yeah, it's fine.
Alright. So Nero is going to oh shit, turn that off. Gonna go down here and can't really do much else since he can only go 20. Yeah.
I got a 50-foot speed for Panthers.
50-foot speed? Oh.
Yeah, 50-foot speed.
All right then. Shit. Okay. Yeah. So Nero is gonna go
I don't know
straight
where you're
in,
getting
and
20. Its climb speed is even 40.
pounce is 20. I was reading
Oh,
pounce.
yeah. Okay, I see that.
Yeah. All right, and he is going to bite that guy right there.
Sure. Does not get pounce.
Does not get pounce because it was
Does
more
not
than
get pounce. But that does hit, so roll your damage.
it doesn't give me a 2.
If you click the word attack.
Oh, yeah.
All right. So from their perspective, they are just keeping guard, and all of a sudden a panther just bounds out of the brush from their left-hand side and chomps a motherfucker.
That's not suspicious at all.
Krakus, you're up.
Alrighty, Krakus will move here, and I will cast a non-lethal Sacred Flame on this one.
Sounds good. Roll it.
DC 16.
Was that Dex?
Yeah, DC 16 Dex
6.
save. I don't think. So he takes 8 radiant.
All right, and this guy screaming because his friend just got bitten in the thigh, just all of a sudden bursts into flames, bursts into holy fire.
It happens.
Rhiannon. Now, since these guys are surprised, I should have said this at the beginning, everybody has advantage on their attack rolls against them. You have advantage on the attack roll against anybody, so you do get your sneak attack here.
Cool. I was just trying to figure that out. So I can draw my bow and shoot it in the same turn, yes?
Yes.
Okay, so I'm gonna draw that. Hold on 1 second.
Hold on, Sammy. You don't have the right token. There you go.
Thank you.
Wasn't it the
Do I get 30 feet with a bow? With a long bow?
More than that, I should say.
Like 120
Oh,
at least.
cool. All right. I'm going to
150. 150 is your short range.
Oh, geez. Okay. I'm gonna go after that one. I'm gonna shoot him.
Which one? Ping him again. Okay. You can't shoot through other enemies, so you have to attack this one.
That's fine.
Roll your attack with advantage. Nope. You click in the attacks section in the center of your character sheet. Attacks and spellcasting. That does not hit.
Oof.
You were
This is
robbed.
right. Would you like to do anything else with your turn? You may move if you would like. if there's, I don't think there's anything you can necessarily do with a bonus action right now. But
Thief bonus action hide?
oh yeah, you can always use your bonus action to hide or dash or do
Dash or
something else.
disengage. Yeah.
I would
What
recommend. What hiding is for most people an action. For you, a bonus action where you can try to reconceal yourself after you've made yourself known to an enemy.
Cool. So
if you make a stealth check right now, you might be hidden from them next turn. We are still under pass without a trace, yes?
Yes.
Yes.
That's what I thought.
24. How they doing?
I'll call that a successful stealth check then. But
Cool.
that I believe ends your turn.
yeah, Rhiannon's just gonna duck behind this wall and
All right. Now, the beefier looking individuals are going to take their turns are done. And the smaller individuals, or less beefy looking individuals, are going to take their turns. Their turns are done. Rowan, go ahead.
Hey, surprise.
That's the surprise.
So, we're trying to stay quiet and hidden, aren't we?
Oh, cat's out of the bag. Cat's out of the bush. Cat is in your leg.
there is a
Yeah,
panther in their lair.
Rowan's
I
gonna.
think we've been found.
Not necessarily, but Rowan's gonna kind of jump forward, and she is going to use Hunter's Mark on this guy there.
Sure, sounds good.
And she is going to shoot a non-lethal arrow, potentially take out his shins.
All right. That'll hit. Roll the rest of your damage.
Oh yeah, the...
All right. And now you can use your pet's reaction to have the pet make another attack on your turn.
Alright.
So the way the action economy breaks down is the pet gets its own turn, and then you can use its reaction to take another attack. So
Okay,
it
so
gets
for...
2 attacks
Yep.
per turn, roughly, usually.
Alright, so if I were to use Pounce, it says if the panther moves at least 20 feet straight toward a creature and then hits it... Oh wait, no, it has to move. Never mind.
Panther can't move without taking an attack of opportunity right now, so I wouldn't recommend it.
Yeah.
But maybe a bite or a claw.
A non-lethal claw on the guy I just hit with a bow.
Sure. 8 is not going to do it.
Ah. That's too bad.
Yeah, unfortunately. Anything else for your turn?
No.
Your bonus actions.
Pardon? What was that? You cut out for a second.
You moved. You did your bonus action. That's the Hunter's Mark token right there. Slick Rick.
Yes. Oh, I put Slick Rick instead of Bluto.
Yeah, it looks like you rolled for Slick Rick instead of Bluto.
Oh well. It happens. Okay. Can I try to do something awesome and show off? I'd like...
You can try.
Alright. Hang in there with me. So I'd like to have Slick Rick move up. And since I'm on him, I'd like to jump over the wall with my sword out and swing. Like he's coming to a stop, ejecting me off the saddle. I go over the wall and come down with the vengeance.
I assume you want to try to land here, like
Well,
behind the
if I'm
guy.
smart, it probably, which, I'm not. And I can't get Slick Rick off of, or Bluto. Oh, there we go. I should probably just land here.
Okay, so if you're not going over the wall, this is very easy.
Alright. Well, let's just do this smart. And have Slick Rick kind of retreat.
Sure. Since
Okay,
there's a
that's
wall in the way, he does not get that attack of opportunity on Slick Rick.
And I'll just start teeing off. Hopefully.
Sounds good to
But they've
me.
all
Go
had
for
their
it.
turn, so they're not surprised anymore,
Not
correct?
surprised anymore. Correct.
Okay. And I didn't get blessed. Ugh. Just this whole thing is not going my way. Yeah, I'll just do a normal sword attack against 100 marked dude.
Yep. Go for it.
No, that one's 100 marked. I don't want to make her waste a whole movement, so I'll just do it on this guy instead, maybe.
Okay. Well,
The guy
within
behind
reach.
100 marked. Yeah. Regular attack.
17 will do it.
Bless on, don't. Let me
Yeah, I
turn
know.
off bless.
Don't bother. I can usually just try to.
Yep. 16.
That hits.
Alright, then I'll do my second attack.
12 will not hit.
Son of a bitch. Alright. That is the turn.
Okay. D is up.
D's like, Cracks, did you see that? He got so excited about jumping off the snail, he forgot what he was doing. And then she's running along. Hey! And she's gonna run up to here. And she's gonna turn around and hit this fella with her katana.
Nice.
She hopes. 15?
15 will do.
9 points of slashing. Magical. And
Good.
then she's gonna try it again. 18 for 13. Is he still a person?
Lethal or non-lethal?
Non-lethal.
He is a knocked out person.
He is a knocked out person. Hang on 1 second. Yes. And then she's gonna step up. And she's gonna swing again because she's a great weapon master. And
Pretty great weapon.
pretty great weapon. And she's gonna try and hit this fella over here with a one-handed katana. And she's feeling lucky, so she's gonna swing big.
Wait a minute, what the fuck?
Wait. +5, -5, +5, -5, +3.
Yeah, you rolled a 19
Yep,
plus 3.
yep, that's right. So, 23 points of slashing damage.
But
Non-lethal.
oh, okay.
I just
He's still up, but that hurt this man.
Okay, Nero is going to take a or 1 sec. Shit, not far enough. Ah. All right. Nero is going to claw that person there.
Okay.
Non-lethal claw.
15 will do. 7 will do.
good kitty.
Very good, kitty.
Still conscious. Anything else?
Nothing much else he can do. Nope, nothing else.
Krakus?
It is Krakus time. Okay. Krakus, excuse me, Mr. Snailman. And bless. Like Oprah, you get a bless. And you get a bless. And you get a bless.
Yay.
Yay!
Everyone in melee gets a bless.
Yeah. So that is an extra D4 to attack and saving throws. Enjoy.
All right.
And you're welcome.
You will be the first person to be saved. Krakus,
Yeah.
your stink is especially pungent today.
Oh, I thank you. You're quite the charmer, Bluto.
You're welcome.
Anything else, Krakus?
I'm donezo.
Rhiannon, you have allies engaged with most of these enemies. You will get sneak attack against most of these enemies.
So, you guys each, when you got blessed, got an extra D4 and a saving throw?
To attack rolls and saving throws is what they get.
Okay, so if I used Ice Knife and they got hit, they'd,
They could have an increase to their saving throw for that damage. Yes.
Friendly fire. Friendly fire.
Don't do that one.
I'm not gonna do that. No.
Don't do that one, please.
Oh, keep in mind your familiar can also cast touch spells as well.
You're on a trial basis. It would be a shame if you never returned.
It would be a shame if you were left here bleeding in the dirt because you blew up your friend.
The DM has omitted that I think you have advantage on your attacks right now, so a bow shot would be probably a good.
No, not advantage. You get sneak attack, and remember when I said
No, she's hiding, isn't she?
You can. Oh yes, she has advantage, and she gets a sneak attack because you're near. That's definitely true.
All right, okay. I'll just sorry. Give me one.
Oh, no problem.
There's so much to read and remember. Okay, so I'm going to attack with my longbow, and I'm going to attack this guy that's behind the wall.
Okay. I will tell you that 3/4 cover is what he has. It increases his AC by 5 for this attack. You can still do it, but it's a tricky shot.
Okay.
I would say go for it and see what happens.
I was trying to see if I had something for that, but that was something else that I was looking at when I was making my character.
Yes, I remember that.
Roll high. Ooh, 16, 15.
That will do it. Roll me damage plus sneak.
Okay, how do I do that?
So if you click in the chat window the word longbow, it will roll your damage.
And then I get extra 3d6 damage to the creature I hit.
Yeah, that is a clickable button on your character sheet, below where you see sleep. In your attacks and spellcasting, there is a global damage modifier button.
See it.
Just click sneak attack.
It won't let me click it.
I I think you have to do it before you hit the longbow damage, otherwise it doesn't roll it in again.
All right, Sam, type in /R space 3d6.
Nice.
That is more than enough to take this man down.
Woohoo!
That is a unconscious man, yes? Or is that a dead man?
No, he's unconscious.
Okay.
Sound very disappointed about that.
I appreciate the dejection.
I don't personally believe in your beliefs, but trying to get some brownie points, so.
Anything else? Perhaps a bonus action to hide?
Bonus action to hide. I'll remember how to do that.
You'll get used to it. I believe in you.
Alright, a small reminder.
There's a button marked stealth on your character sheet under your skills.
Yes, okay.
$19 will do.
And that ends my turn.
Okay. D, it's attack time.
Yay! Wait, that's not good.
Individual of this is going to take 2 swipes at you. He's going to get a fail and a 19.
19 will miss.
19 will miss.
Thank you, shield.
Thank you, shield. Man, the second is going to do the same.
That'll hit the first time.
4 damage.
I don't like it. And which one was that?
I'll mark him for you. Red dot.
Red dot. Thank you.
Is that a success or a fail? I can't
That is
remember.
a success.
Okay.
On the nose.
Nice. The shittier bandits go. This guy's unconscious. That guy's unconscious. This guy back here is gonna bounce out here and fire a crossbow at Rowan. Swing
Wow.
to hit
Yep.
Sure
for 8
does.
damage.
Yep. No, don't freeze now. Shit. No.
Shit, no!
Rowan Sugar, cover! You want to take cover!
I can't do anything right now. I'm frozen. Alright,
I don't like it that you're freezing under combat, new person.
Sort of new person.
shoots him a glare. Alright, so I'm just gonna mark down that I took 8 temporary. I can't do much else. And she is going to kinda if she steps off right here, if it'll is that showing up for anybody or no?
I
No,
saw it
isn't.
blink
Alright.
up here. There?
Yes, right there. If she steps up there, she'll have the partial 3/4 cover. Can she still hit the guy with the hunter's mark, clearly? Or would that give him an advantage?
You have line of sight on that guy.
Alright,
You
perfect.
can also shoot before you move if you want to. You can even move, shoot, move.
Alright,
And
she's
also,
going to...
you kind of have to be right up against that wall to get the cover.
I mean, I can still do that. She's going to, shoot at him non-lethally.
The guy who shot you, or the guy who's marked. Duh.
Yeah, guy who's marked.
13
hit or no?
doesn't do it.
Ah, shit.
He's the beefy
Alright, then
boy.
she's definitely gonna move. And, She can take a move with Nero too, right?
Yep, to attack with Nero.
All right. Me check.
The individuals to the north and south are both unconscious. I should mark that a little bit better.
Yeah. Can Nero jump over the hunters, or can Nero get past the hunter guy
No.
mark? And no shit. Fuck. All right.
Definitively not. I mean, I guess Nero could go that away, but that'll be at least one attack of opportunity. And also, it's not Nero's turn, so Nero can't move right now.
Yeah, Nero's just gonna bite the guy right in front of him.
Yeah,
Oh,
25 will hit.
Yeah, Nero.
Good boy.
This is what happens when you quit fiddling around, Nero.
Nero's a hero.
And yeah.
10
How's
piercing
he
damage
looking?
taken. Still pretty good. Not terrible. Hurt. He's got some injuries, but he's still rocking that sword pretty hard. Bluto?
Yeah, I'll keep going at this guy away
Sure.
from Nero. We're gonna go swing for the fences.
Ooh.
Yeah. Swing away, Meryl.
Oh.
Oh no!
Do we happen to have the table on?
The table is
No,
not
we
on
do
at the
not
moment.
have the table on.
Alright, let's try again. There we go.
18 will do. 24 slashing damage. He's still conscious.
Well, that's unfortunate. That's all I got.
D?
D feels all special because she has divine blessings on her swinging real hard at folk. So she's going to swing at the red dot folk first. 15?
Is the number to beat.
Woo! 26 points of damage. Non-lethal to the red dot.
That is an unconscious individual.
And then she'll use her bonus action. She got a second attack. So second attack on the near fellow. Still swinging big.
Yep.
11 probably not.
11 definitely not.
Bonus action attack.
7.
7.
Definitely not.
Why? She really wants to knock this guy down. She's gonna swing with the action surge, and she really wants to hit him hard, so she goes keep swinging stupid. 22.
Oh,
20
shit.
will do.
Okay. And is he still conscious?
Yes.
Wow. You are a hardy fellow. And she gets one more swing. 19 for 22.
19 for 22. That is an unconscious man.
Fall down,
Yes!
fall down, fall down. And she just wallops him. And then
Jesus, 5 attacks?
yep. Bonus action, Great Weapon
Action.
Master, and action surge.
Yeah. I'll
And
do it.
then she will saunter up to this fellow and be like, y'all can lay down now. Actually, she'll get out of the way of the arrows.
She did all that non-lethally, right?
She did all that non-lethally, yes.
Flat side of the blade and whatnot.
Yes. Like, great walloping bars of red across their face.
Nero?
Yes, finally. Nero is going to use Pounce with a bite as its bonus action for that.
Nice.
This
So-
is appropriate.
Woohoo!
Just so you know, Nero technically had to back up to get the running start to do pounce, but go
Ah.
ahead and do that.
He had
Sorry.
the
Well,
space for it.
You had the space to do that, and you had the movement to do that, but that's keep
Yeah.
everything above board.
Wow, 21. Nice pounce.
So that's the bite attack. The bite attack hits, and it's what, a strength saving throw?
It is
Oh, hang on. Yeah, I think you have to claw first.
No, it's the bite first, I believe. It's a bite.
Yeah, it's bite first. The panther can make one bite attack against with a bonus action. It is a DC 12 strength saving throw or be knocked down.
11. Make a wish. I wish this man were on the ground.
I do too.
Your wish is granted.
Yes!
Nice.
Give me those claw attacks at advantage.
Pardon?
You get a claw attack at advantage.
Claw attacks at advantage, please.
Yes!
13 does, or 14 does. And the other?
Pardon?
And the second, it's 2 claw attacks.
Oh shit, I thought it was just one. Okay. Not so lucky with the second.
Oh.
You're... the first claw was enough, was plenty. You told your cat to leave this man alive, yes?
Yes,
No-
I did.
no
Very
snack.
clearly.
This is not a snack.
No. Get some prisoners later.
Okay. All of your combatants have fallen.
He's like, okay, everybody, shh. Hopefully they didn't notice. As she
How
looks
far
towards
is everybody from me?
the entrance.
I think everyone's still within 30 feet of you. Maybe not the weasel.
5, 15, 25, yeah.
The weasel is
so-
not within 30 feet.
We might have lost it though when you cast your hunter's mark.
Shit.
I think they're both concentration. Are they?
Yeah, that's true. Whatever. You lost it now.
Yeah. Shit. Alright. Well.
Sorry, it got us the surprise.
All right.
Got us in.
You. Everybody make perception checks. This is a perception check based on hearing.
Where's perception? Why am I blanking out on that?
List is in alphabetical order.
Yep.
All right.
Oh.
D, that's a pass. Sam, that's a pass. Bryn, that's definitely a pass. D, Sam, and Bryn. There is suspiciously little noise coming from behind this door here.
Back.
Seems a little too quiet, guys.
I feel like something's not right here.
So Dia like walk up, be like, I guess they didn't hear us. Like sword ready to swing down as she opens the door.
Oh no.
You open the door?
And she's like looking like, anybody up?
Rowan's just gonna
Can
kind
I
of.
ask a basic question?
Sure.
I can't cast spells through the door, right?
Most of your spells require a sight-based target.
Is that what the V means?
No, it's just most of the spells dictate that you have to see your target in the spell text. So
Oh,
I don't
okay.
usually allow casting through. I don't usually allow casting to places you can't see. Like you can't just fling a fireball underneath the door and underneath a closed door and
Okay.
blow everybody up inside.
Could Nero go up and smell the door? See
Sure.
what he can find.
Make a perception check with Nero.
All right. So Nero's gonna.
If we had some sort of small rodent known for squeezing through small spaces.
I
Smells like
was
ore.
just about to say, Weasel has advantage on wisdom perception checks that rely on hearing.
I mean, he can listen through the door. Stick his head under.
Does he have a movement limit, or can he just move?
We're out of combat right now, so Weasel can just kind of move.
Oh, cool. I was talking without pressing the button. He's gonna go
Happens
over
to all of
here.
us.
Polly. Remember, let's address him by his name.
Polly. Yes, you're right. Polly is gonna go to the door, and his passive perception is 13.
This is an
Or do
active perception check.
Okay, so
So we're
roll.
going to use with advantage, yes?
Nice.
I clicked it by accident.
20. That's fine. We can actually, I was actually going to let you use the 22 from earlier.
The 22, that's from earlier, yeah.
Again, very suspiciously silent in there.
Which way does the door open?
The door opens in.
In.
Can we open it a crack and let Weasel go in?
Doesn't Weasel have like one health hit bar? Or like
Oh, yeah, never mind. I forgot about the, if he goes in, he will get attacked.
Yeah.
Most likely.
Okay.
Hey, Bluto, you want to come on up here, sugar? Probably gonna open a door in a second. Whoa, Weasel, come back!
Polly! Polly's
You
Just
guys
out into the darkness.
split.
Polly's just gonna move back a little so he doesn't die.
I'll ask
Bro.
Rick. He can climb up on Rick if he'd like.
Aw.
I kept the seat warm.
Rowan's gonna...
Sugar, again, cover.
Fine.
Or would you like to test the part where you take arrows for us?
No. Not like last time. Rowan's just gonna kind of step back sadly and knock an arrow.
Can I climb a tree?
These aren't trees. These are kind of larger bushes.
Oh, okay. never mind.
Not a weight bearing.
A shrubbery.
Yes, a shrubbery.
I'm just gonna like kind of shield myself with some try to like sneak into the shrubbery.
So
Kind of Homer Simpson yourself.
Exactly.
Dio give Bluto the nod, and then she'll hopefully take the dodge action before using a free action to open the door.
I would like to hold my action for when D opens the door to hit the first person that he sees.
So that's 3 held actions, right?
Hold an action for Sacred Flame. Sorry, hold an
I
action
heard
for
that.
Sacred Flame.
Okay.
So 4. Okay then.
All right. You open the door. You open the door, and
Someone's about to have a
you
bad day.
see individuals in the common bandit attire.
I'd like to take my attack.
Bleeding out. Oh, hold on. Bleeding and withered and dead on the floor. On the other side of the room, you see something that is wholly unnatural in nature and alien looking. You have no idea what this is, but you immediately know that it killed all of these people and probably more. And now we are going to take a 10-minute break.
So much for his daughter.
Yeah, D Surfer's like, wow, his daughter's a bitch.
I will be right back.
Yay!
Woo!
Yay!
Are we still live?
Bink. Oh yeah, I keep everybody live just for those embarrassing moments.
Oh boy, fun.
I put the "we'll be right back" sign up so people know not to expect anything too serious from us.
I guess I'm just not seeing it then. Yikes.
It should pop up in a second or two. I could also switch the.
Knowing my internet, give it a good 15 minutes and it'll
Ooh.
pop up.
Well.
How bad have I been roboting today?
Actually, you've been pretty solid the whole way through.
Yes! Finally, once. Just one game. Hope it holds out to the next. Oh, now it popped up. There we go.
There we go. Let's see here.
Do any of you
Recognize the weird thing?
Yeah.
I mean,
It's
Boludo and Caracas, maybe?
like outside of character.
Could be a lot of things, really.
That makes things better.
I mean, continuous spooky music. What does that sound like?
Like continuous spooky.
Yeah, not really what I was going for, though. It's a really spooky soundtrack, but not what we want here.
Probably. Are you on the siren thing?
Yep. Doing the Sirenscape thing.
Nice. I still haven't figured that out. That'll be eventual for me. Someday I'll be able to hear the music.
Oh, it'll be okay.
Hello.
Hello.
You're back.
How are
I
you?
am back. I'm good.
Yay!
I'm nervous about some alien things.
Oh, nothing. This is gonna be a blast.
Oh, I'm sure it's just his daughter.
Plot
actually-
twist.
Oy. That would be an interesting time.
It'll be fine.
Ben's like, damn, you've figured out the plan.
What? No, you're way off.
He says quickly.
A little too quickly.
Well, I seem to have broken Sirenscape, so that's a thing.
How did you manage that?
I don't know. All I can hear is heartbeats, and I can't make them stop. And I'm pretty sure it's not mine, so...
The creature's doing that, actually.
Yeah, it's an effective creature.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, yep, I broke the heck out of it. It's fine. These things happen sometimes.
All right, we are just going to wait to hear a Craig and a Joe, and then we will continue on.
I'm here.
Present.
All right,
Joe
we're
is
back in.
always lurking.
So we are going to resolve our our held actions in initiative, and this thing is going to join initiative. Did Nero have a held action? I don't think so.
No, Rowan did. Nero didn't, because I didn't think of it.
Did Krakus have a held action?
I did. Sacred Flame coming up.
All right, you don't have line of sight on this thing.
Then never mind. Easy round. Yep, you're right. I didn't move. My bad.
All right, Rhiannon, you also don't have line of sight on this thing.
Yep.
Rowan, were you holding an action?
Yep, she was.
Are you looking at it?
Yep, I am.
Make a Constitution saving. Well,
Uh-oh.
make a Constitution saving throw.
That anything?
Okay. You feel this thing's eyes bore into your very soul. You resist whatever effect it made you vulnerable to, but you know this thing can do that at will, just with a look.
No, don't let it see you. She'll kind of do like a little like shimmy thing like you do if there's something gross landed on you. Guys, it can get into your mind. It does things. And she can shoot now? Or no? Or
Do you continue to look at it?
gonna look at the ground by its feet.
Okay.
So not
You
directly at it.
You did resist its effect this turn, so you can choose to continue looking at it and make your attack regular, not at disadvantage.
Okay, yes, she is looking at it then. I just didn't want to roll another Constitution saving throw.
All right, make your single held action attack.
Good shot.
24 will hit. Roll your damage. You do not have Hunter's Mark right now.
No, I do
10.
not.
Okay. Beluda. Did you
Let's
have a
kill
held
this.
action?
I did.
Okay. Are you looking at it?
I'm gonna try to kill it. I'm looking
you-
in its general vicinity.
Are you looking
I'm looking
at
square in
it?
its eyes. I
You
would
are-
assume.
You are either looking at it or not. If you're looking at it, make a
Yeah,
Constitution.
I'm looking at it. I'm looking at you. I'm standing here.
All right. You also resist the effect. Make your attack.
Alright. Yeah, did I feel anything? Or did I hear
Yes,
the
you
don't look at it
did.
thing, or
You felt a you obviously you did hear the don't look at it. You also, since you did look at it, feel it try to bore into your skull.
yeah, me no likey. I'm going to empty the clip.
Well, this is a held action. This is a single attack.
Understood. I will channel my divinity for a guiding strike. Give me plus 10.
You can only do that on your turn. Nope, that's not what that said. Go for it.
And I will also, upon a hit, be doing a.
I think that you can only do on your turn. This
Yeah,
is just
let's see.
this is just as if you
Smiting.
did an attack of opportunity.
It says when I hit it with an attack. Which I plan to be hitting it. That's 18.
Oh, that's nice. At plus 10.
Yeah.
Yeah, that is.
Alright, so I'll do this and then I'll be rolling.
All your damage and all of it.
Ow.
And then, let's see. Two, and I'm going to do a second slot, so it's a 3d8. Radiant damage.
Sounds good.
No one tries to scare me. I scare people. Alright, that's my held action.
Jesus. Okay. D, I believe you had a held action, but I don't think you can get line of sight on this thing.
D was actually just holding action to dodge what she thought were going to be attacks coming at her. So she just shields up and like, and then she just sees Beluda reach out and smack. Is like, aha. That's it. She's just making noises.
All right, we're back to top of order. Rowan, what will you have Nero do?
Bite him in the balls.
So Nero is going to back up a step.
Yeah.
And then use pounce and go at him. Since that puts him at 25 feet instead of 20. And then he will use bite along with that. Oh shit. No, Nero. Poor Nero. That was not a good one.
The good news is we do not have the fumble table yet.
Oh yeah. Thank God.
No potted plants for Nero.
Oh my God. Just stands there twitching in a corner, turning into a potted plant.
Okay. So it went all the way up to the thing, yeah?
Yeah.
Okay. Was it looking at him?
I'd like to say he is following a sense of smell after hearing his master's warning.
Okay.
But then,
It's still so I will say it took that attack at disadvantage. I will say now, if you don't say that you're not looking at it,
yeah,
you are going to be affected by this effect.
understood.
With that in mind, Nero now takes 5 necrotic damage.
Oh shit. Where do I mark that down on here?
You can just take it right off. If you click the token, token does not have. Token does not have.
No, token does not have.
Why, Token?
Did
Why?
you did you just break the DM? No, token not have. You broke him.
Token does not have any numbers.
Caught him in a loop.
Ben's head just like twitching back and forth. Token does not have. Token
You
does
can't.
have.
You can't see me from here. Token. Why does token not have?
Token now has 12.
I think we found the name for the the title for this show this week.
Token has. Token has.
Where do I mark necrotic damage?
It's
You
just normal
don't mark
damage.
the specific damage. It's just.
Alright, so
The damage is necrotic. It takes.
alright.
All right. Now it is this thing's turn. Beludo. I need another Constitution saving throw from you.
Alright. Someone didn't like me. Yep. I failed to whatever it's doing.
Take 23 necrotic damage.
Yoink!
Oh! Oh my God!
Yep. I did that. That's
It's
the
a
thing that
mess.
happened. I mean, seems fair. Son of a bitch!
Pour me a drink.
Get him back.
Oh, you wanna go?
All right. Krakus, you're up.
Okay, Krakus will move.
Mike.
Sorry, Krakus will move. There. And give Bluto 20 HP using my Channel Divinity Preserve Life.
Thank you.
Or give Bluto, yep. And I'll say, hey, what's going on? Sorry.
This
Hey, what is going on?
Don't look at it. Just don't
this
look at it.
motherfucker is about to go down.
Okay, good luck with that then. I cast Bless next round. Spoilers.
Don't we still have the bless?
Yeah, Bless is
Yeah.
still active, I
It's like
think.
10
it is.
minutes, right?
1
Is
minute.
it 10 minutes?
1 minute.
1 minute? Bless
Oh.
is not active.
Oh,
Yes, that's what I thought.
goodbye, bless.
Bye-bye, Bless. Anyway, next round, whatever that is, Bless. I am done.
Rhiannon.
Okay. I have a question. So if it says creatures within 20 feet of a point I choose are affected, it's all the creatures in that, or do I get to choose?
It is all the creatures in that.
Okay, hold on one
If
second.
you can see the point, you can choose that point, but all creatures within 20 feet of that point. I know what you're doing.
Don't hurt Nero, please.
Yeah,
Please
yeah. That's how you cast sleep. Measure out those distances.
Okay, so what's my name? Rhiannon.
Who am I?
Think Rihanna, but Rhiannon. There you go.
Rhiannon's gonna cast sleep, right?
That'll do. That will affect this creature and not hit the cat.
Neat. So hold on, let me
Cat appreciates it.
I like that it rolled the sneak attack damage. That's some quality
It
sleeping.
Yep. Can't see it coming.
I checked.
Plus, there's a
off so it does it automatically.
No, there's clearly a friendly creature within 5 feet. Sneak attack damage happens.
I think that's a sneak check, actually. Oh no, that's sneak attack. Jesus.
I mean,
Okay.
a cool DM would let that happen.
Actually, Beludo, you watch this thing. It is moving very, very strangely. It is very jittery, quick movements, and then all of a sudden it just crumples to the ground asleep.
Ooh.
Ooh. Solid.
Nice call on the sleep.
Rhiannon is going to stay hidden in the bush and draw her bow just in case.
Sounds good. Rowan.
Yes.
Please.
Can she
attack
safely
it.
look at this thing now?
Yes. Can safely look at this thing now.
Okay, she is going to step forward more towards the door, and she is going to shoot this thing with, or she's gonna hit it with Hunter's Mark and then shoot it with her longbow.
You're gonna wake it up?
You know that a thing that is asleep will wake up immediately if it catches any damage.
Is there anything else I can do looking at spells? I don't think.
Can hold your action. We can
Tie it up.
We could tie it up. We could all try to
Does
do the death shot at the same time.
Does anybody have rope, or does
A lot of
anybody
you
like?
have rope. Probably all of
Dee.
you have rope somewhere.
Mm-hmm.
How do you feel about helping me tie this thing up?
Oh, sure. As long as we put a bag over its head.
Do we have a bag? I have
Oh yeah, we
broom.
have bags.
I have a flying broom still.
I mean, that's
Oh.
maybe not helpful right now.
No, it isn't. It isn't.
I have the.
Also, just FYI, its hit points have to be lower than 23.
Uh-huh.
Tie it up.
Does anybody know what the hell this thing is?
Let's investigate.
Anybody is free to make a religion check.
Oh.
I think that's Krakus's
Krakus?
bag.
Yes, religion is not my strong point.
Krakus.
I've never made a religion check successfully.
Oh no!
mean-
This is the time to make it successfully.
D like turns around like, come on, honey, think hard.
Oh, not this.
He's like
Go
feeding
team.
you answers like, come on, this is what you gotta say here.
Oh my god! I actually got a good one.
All right.
Do we have
people
advantage
deal
because he's
wizards.
No.
asleep?
Absolutely not. To know what this thing is, it does not benefit you that this thing is asleep.
She's
When
like
you say it
watching
like
it while
that.
it sleeps. Like, D's like, that's a little creepy.
Oh look, that's a thing I've never seen before. Look versus that's a sleeping thing I've never seen before.
Wow.
D, you sometimes consider yourself a repository for otherwise useless knowledge.
Ever since you put it on a headband.
Ever since you put on the headband, it's been just, oh, I'm going to read a book. I don't care what book it is. I'm just going to read a book. You were reading this strange, not quite a bestiary, but a catalog of rare and dangerous undead creatures.
Oh yeah, that was when I was in Akinar's book club.
Yeah. And Bluto, yes, I did roll some extra damage secretly.
No, it's it would make sense why the silence here. Silence, because like, yeah, all of a sudden this radiant damage came and you weren't on an opportunity attack, so that kind of had to suck. Sorry.
Yeah. No, that's okay. This is what is referred to as a Bodak. They are creatures of hunger and vengeance, and sometimes they are commanded by the will of a higher being, be it a god, be it a demon lord. And as you, Boludo, get closer to this sleeping creature, you see that it has very familiar markings to you that you saw not but a few nights ago.
Oh no.
The same.
On the butcher.
To do with that murdery guy.
The same angled, chiseled swirl of the chained chaos Thars.
Doesn't happen to have an arrowhead in his shin, does he? Because I've been looking for that.
Oh no, this is Boludo. You remember very specifically.
Well, I still have the mask. Yeah.
Yeah, the thing that attacked you, the person that attacked you a few nights ago, was alive, was not undead. This thing is undead.
Yeah. No. Does it have like a mask or a helm or something?
Nope, it's just got a really weird looking face.
Gotcha.
Did
Ugly.
the old mask resemble this face?
Absolutely not.
Okay.
Is there
In
any
no
other
way.
collectibles
around? Not from this creature.
All right. So, Krakus
All
is
right.
the
Bojangles?
Bodak. Yeah. Good job, Krakus. And then yeah, we should probably just like head off.
You can see that it was trying to get into this door.
And
Is that door locked?
It is closed.
Hey D,
yeah,
does holy water work on this thing?
I'm thinking just a lot of good sharp blades right around the neck area, and then maybe a little extra holy water just to help.
I mean, I got 4
Wow.
extra from the last demonic thing we fought.
Krakus and I can do holy damage.
Well, then
You
let's.
want-
Holy
to
water,
do
holy
it.
damage, and a sword.
Yeah, I think we all just 1, 2, and 3, and that'll take care of
Yeah.
this thing, and then we can find out what's behind the door here. Also,
That's a good point.
and also how it came in.
D and I can hack it up, use pool water all over the body parts. I think that would do it too.
Yeah, you have this thing at your mercy. Essentially, it's not going to survive whatever you do.
Yeah. And just as a quick double check, the Bodaks of stories, they weren't more like the intelligent undead like vampires and such where a discussion could be had.
These are truly not. These aren't truly mindless undead, but they are not very intelligent. They follow commands to the letter, not necessarily the spirit.
Got it. They're good.
Are we still in combat? Yes.
No.
So I can move.
Yeah, y'all are free to move right now.
We're on like a 1 minute timer because otherwise the thing wakes up. But before then.
Can I?
Oh yeah, you're about 45 seconds into that 1 minute timer, by the way, so you might want to do something.
All right. Hey, Beludo, you're really muffled, by the way.
Really?
You're
Yeah.
too close.
It's like your mic is way too close to your mouth right now.
Way too close.
It's probably in your mouth.
Maybe I should just speak a little softer.
Aw.
I think that's a lot easier.
No, that's worse.
Uh,
All right.
on the count of 3. 1, 2.
Oh shit. And Nero, learning from his bite, is gonna use claw instead. Holy shit.
We should probably collect proof of this thing's existence. Can Nero take these parts to... Do we have like a bag? Well, these things won't stink, will they? I mean, it's already kind of rot. Is it rotting or?
This creature smells, interestingly, of pineapples.
Oh, oh nice.
What an odd detail.
Yeah, then we could put it on a bag on Slick Rick, and then we can transport as proof of what's going on. I'm specifically interested in, the bits where they get the swirls of whatnot going down.
And as
Can I
that's
technically attack?
good.
Can I technically attack with Nero a second time?
This thing is very dead.
All right, never mind then. No, not needed.
Well, it's being conveniently dismembered for storage, and
I know we were talking about it, but I didn't know if he was dead or not yet.
Yeah. A quick question. I see kind of a tunnely thing to the north, I think.
Yes.
Does it look like this big thing came in through the door we just came in and started killing stuff, or through the tunnely thing? I assume
probably through the tunnely thing.
Tunnely thing. And does it look like this thing just dug its way through here, or is that more
no,
like a...
this looks more like a previously dug cavern.
Okay.
Oh, I totally thought that it just crawled its way out of the damn wall.
That's what I was kind of being spooked about.
And I was like, oh no, they're all gonna crawl their way out the damn wall.
So then, kind of like knock, knock, knock. Hello? Anybody still alive in there? Knock, knock, knock.
Hey, who else? Who's out there?
That is Sugar. Your accent was not the one I was expecting. I'm gonna have to consult with my advisors. And she just turns around like,
Oh boy.
Okay. It seems that we've come to a consensus. We're a little speechless right now.
Did you just knock on that door?
Uh-huh.
T?
Yeah.
What door did you just knock on, T?
This one.
It is us, your fellow gang member friends. Open up.
Hey, yo, I don't know you.
I'm gonna
How
try
do
to...
you know? The door is closed. I am new.
I'm just gonna go open the door. Rhiannon is just gonna go open this door.
The door is locked now that you've actually gone up and investigated it instead of trying to see if a door was locked from 20 feet away.
Hello.
Hey, D.
Yeah.
Do you want to, come up inside and possibly try your luck at the door?
I can also unlock doors.
Yeah, I think that's
You can
more like
also
a
unlock
her
doors?
sort of thing.
Alright.
I
Didn't
mean,
know if you wanted to take your magical sword or something to it.
I mean, usually my magical shoulder does better than my magical sword on a door, but...
Mr. Dude inside, or Dudette.
That's Mrs.
I don't
Dude.
know.
Excuse you.
Oh, I am so sorry, Mrs. Dudette inside this little door. I'm gonna give you till the count of 3 to open the door, or I will unlock the door, and then you'll have a giant gang of people running at you. Kind of mad that you didn't unlock the door. So you get your choice.
Well, I can't unlock the door from this side, so fucking come at me.
Okay,
Oh,
well then
Sugar?
I will unlock the
Sugar,
door.
is your name
Oh, I didn't tell you. The daughter's name is Belcalis.
Oh,
Oh, sweetie, I'm so sorry.
Oh
What?
Is your name Belle Callis?
I guess, but only my daddy calls me that.
Uh-huh. Well, good news.
Okay.
Good news, Sugar. Your daddy sent us to come fetch you, so we're gonna work on this door here.
It's about damn time.
Yeah. Well.
Bell cows? Really?
Did you just make up something on the spot?
Sugar,
that?
you're gonna have to excuse us. We were working off of a scroll here, and we hadn't really got down to
I
your name
definitely
yet.
did not make this up on the spot.
Yeah, no,
Oh my
that's
God.
too weird. Can we just call you Bell? We're just gonna call you Bell.
I go by a stage name. I'm a
no.
I am a
Let me
a
guess.
rhythmic prose artist named Cardicus Bardicus.
Aha.
So Bell, because that's not happening.
So you know what? How about we just, before we start working on that lock, let's just take a second to reconnoiter and see if maybe one of these fine fellows here has a key.
You search the bodies and you find a key at some point.
Oh my God.
oh, that was a smart idea.
It's all the headband, sweetie. All the headband. Just pass the key over to you. Also, pull. These guys are all like super dead in here, right?
Yeah.
Okay. So we'll pull their friends in, so there's not just unconscious people sitting out there. At least that's
You're
what
gonna put the unconscious ones next to the dead ones.
that's Dee's plan.
That's a horrible plan.
What if we
Steve.
just grab Cardicus Bardicus and leave?
I'm for that.
Well, I guess we could. I just felt
Before
like we
the
want to
unconscious
really
wake
make
up.
sure these folks know that they should never, ever, ever do this again. Wait a second. Was our job to kill them?
Your job was to do whatever.
Our job technically was to get
protect the daughter.
the
Bella,
daughter,
Bella cow.
Bella Callis?
the daughter,
Bacalis?
and only to kill them if the daughter was dead.
Okay. Thank you.
Mhm.
Sorry, I was a little distracted by the chairs. So I think Dee will pull each of the unconscious ones in and lay them face down on their dead friends.
That's ice cold.
So, and then
Scar them for life.
she's good.
All right. Do you open this door?
I'd say yes.
Open to. Oh my god!
Hmm.
Is that supposed to be Cardi B by any chance?
Oh my
No. This is not a thinly veiled Cardi B reference.
Alright, I just want to make sure my references for young people are, yeah. Okay, yeah.
I mean,
Hey, yo, you gotta get me out of here or what?
I mean, the door's open.
you are free to
So
walk.
are you? Or do you want Dee to come throw you over her shoulder?
No. I'm leaving. Hey, why does it smell like pineapples out here?
Long story you don't want to know.
Yeah, we're a little curious about that one ourselves.
We have to bring you back to your dad so that we can get paid. So
I can make
you
my own
gotta
fucking way back.
then I will just follow you.
Cast a sleep spell on her. We can drag her home.
Yeah, just consider us your entourage, she says as she walks past with an unconscious body and throws it on
Bitch,
top
I
of
got my own entourage.
Not here, you don't.
Good point.
Well, I'll allow you to sit on our friend Rick. You can ride back in comfort. Don't mind the pineapple smell.
And she walks out and she sees the thing that you have strapped. You put it on Rick, right?
In one of maybe the strappy bags or something.
Yeah.
There might be a limb hanging out there.
Yeah, she sees it, seems to recognize it, and just recoils and falls backwards. Holy fuck! There's one of those things here? You didn't look at it, did you?
No.
I looked it dead in its eyes, and that's how it ended up here.
Well, fuck! You guys just earned yourselves a lot more respect in my...
So you'll get on the slug so we can go?
Yeah, get on the slug.
Hey, it's a snail.
Right, whatever.
Show some respect.
Out of curiosity, do they normally smell like pineapple?
No, they don't usually smell like pineapple.
So do
I
you
mean, I've
just
never
kind of
seen
like
them before, but they're not supposed to.
do you like lean
You know,
over
that
here
gives
and
me a-
sniff down the hallway? They smash through the great pineapple storage room?
No. You know what? Yeah, there is a wafting hint of rotting pineapple from that hallway. You know, this gives me a great idea for a new song. I'm trying to write something.
Oh no.
Oh, please, no.
Yeah,
Rowan's gonna look over at Boluto and go, "We don't need another bard. No."
Let's hear what you got. Go.
Alright, I think she's more of an
I don't-
actor.
No, I'm a writer, motherfucker. Anyway, let me get on this snail. Let's get out of here.
He's like, but pineapple.
I kind of want to send Polly through the little hole.
How big is the hole?
The hole is about 3 or 4 feet wide. It's a doorway.
Want to send Nero and Polly down there?
Yes.
All right.
Sounds like a good idea.
I'm just gonna reveal the rest of everything then.
Holy shit.
Lord.
It is a hole.
Yeah, you can, based on what those two see, you can tell that this thing came through this little door back here.
Ah.
Dang.
So the lumbering
Right.
undead thing was smarter than we are. Check.
Or whatever was
Maybe
telling
not.
the lumbering undead thing what to do was smarter than you were.
So,
I don't know.
Rhiannon kind of wants to go through these guys' pockets.
Yeah, same here.
Yeah,
If there's anything valuable.
you also, Polly, since it has a telepathic visual link to you, can see that there are a couple of chests back here that are full of stuff.
Cool.
Loot.
What about the ones over here
Yeah.
Those
and right
are,
here? Or are those barrels?
some of those are barrels, I think.
You think? They
Regardless, these
yeah.
I didn't make this map custom. These ones are chests and they have stuff in them.
All right.
Are they locked chests?
Nope.
I'm gonna open the chest.
You
So's
find-
Rowan.
You find a loot that I will, an amount of gold loot that I will calculate, but you also find an interesting looking medallion,
Ooh.
a staff,
Ah.
I like it. I endorse the oohing and eyeing.
and an interesting looking wand.
Gasp.
A wand.
A wand.
A wand.
But no pineapples?
And that's it in all the chests?
Oh, there's a bunch of like rotten, like decaying pineapples in like this area back here. There was like a bunch of pineapples or whatever.
Why?
So that the gang does not get scurvy, presumably.
Do the chests in here over here have anything?
You loot all of the chests.
All right.
And find those 3 items plus a lot of gold that I have yet to calculate. And
What about this box right here?
that one's empty. Nope, that one has another Bodak in it. If you keep asking me.
Is anybody
Bring it
wearing a
on.
really cool pinky ring?
No, apparently not.
Oh.
Oh.
Hi. Well, fun's fun. She's hauling chest out on her shoulder. Let's go drop off Cardi Bigadin to her dad.
Cardibus Bardibus?
Cardibus Bardibus.
Carticus fucking Bardicus, you slum motherfuckers.
Cardicus Bardicus.
I'm sorry, who just saved you? Hush.
She shuts her mouth.
You know, your dad didn't say in what condition you had to return.
Could always show you how we defeated the Bodak if you say anything more.
Oh, be
Yeah,
nice.
but he'll hear about it if you rough me the fuck up, and you don't want to do that.
How is
Not
that?
necessarily.
Will he entirely care?
What did he tell you to do if I was not in any condition to come back?
Kill the people and that's it? He didn't really say much else.
Didn't say
I'm
we had
He
to.
didn't
honest.
seem too broken up about it.
Your bodily harm was not necessarily the top concern of his.
My father is
That's it.
is
That's
an
it.
icy
I'm
man.
putting you over my shoulder.
She's a
You're gonna get kicked. She's gonna fight. Like try to make a grapple check, I guess.
Hold on, gotta get my character sheet.
That's just an acrobatics check. I'm sorry, no. I can test with acrobatics or athletics. You have to make an athletics check.
Oh, it's athletics? Dang it. I'm not gonna.
It's pretty solid though. For
No
my
dice.
I have a -1 athletics.
16.
Just remain on Rick. There's no need to rough her up.
I just want.
Or-
She's not on the snail.
Yes, she is.
Oh, never mind. I would have just. I thought she was still in the thing.
No, you guys went and searched the rest of the place, and she got on the snail, and she's just kind of sitting there waiting.
Oh,
yeah, I'm
okay.
hanging out with her.
She
I'll
moves so
hang
quick
out
she
with
left
her.
an after image.
Then I apologize to you. Jumped the gun a little bit.
This is
No,
Rick.
I'm seeing things. This thing kind of got in my head a little bit.
Let's just say it never happened and move on.
Cool. Let's go.
Have you written anything that we would have known?
Yo, maybe, I don't know. I'm still making money moves.
What? I don't know what that means.
I'm moving money around.
Is that
What
what
do you think it
writers
means?
It
do?
means no.
Okay.
It means
It
she
means
hasn't
not.
done
It
anything
means
yet,
not yet.
which is another word for no.
We're gonna fast forward because we can do this for another 3 hours. We could make fun of not Cardi B for another 3 hours. Please don't sue. I'll say you return to the Almanzar residence.
I don't want to be with his daughter any longer than we have to be.
Hey, guy. Found your daughter. She's a treasure.
Treasure's one
And
word
in-
for it.
And in return, a treasure for you. As promised, 3,000 gold. Are we square?
Can I take the bag of dismembered ghoul and toss it at his feet?
Are we taking the 3,000 gold, or do we want to?
We want the
negotiate?
3,000 gold and the information.
And
Cool.
I'll
Just
toss
checking.
the ghoul at his feet and say, I believe,
Omar, clean this up, please.
do not belay that order. And I want to show the swirly bits.
Yes, it's a Bodak, yes.
Well, the swirly part with the religious implication part. We came to you.
No doubt an attempt to silence my daughter, who is a non-believer.
We
I worried
came to
about
you for information. Part of our accord was that you would give us information that you knew that we needed. This ghoul is related to the carver. Please tell us what we need to know.
The church meets on nights of the full moon. When the moon in question is at its zenith, the church will meet. I believe this month it is. There is a unused warehouse near the docks that I happen to own. I believe that is our meeting place for this coming full moon.
Did you say our meeting place? Do you happen to have a mark like this on your person?
Not on my person. Not on my skin.
Are you part of this church?
Yes, but you knew that already.
Did we?
Yes.
Isn't that why we came to him?
I thought he had information on the church, not that he was part of the church.
He has information on the church because he is a part of the church.
I did not know that he was a part of the church.
I think you might have missed that, but no, you came in.
Judge may not have been paying attention.
I said it in passing.
No, we did.
This man is a member of the Starston.
So that's not what we were looking for. We're not looking for more members. We're looking for who specifically sent this our way.
He sent this creature? I would not know that. It could be any of the members of the church. I don't believe it was after you. I believe it was after my daughter, yes?
Oh, no, sugar. The other one, the carver fella.
What does the Carmath carver have to do with any of this?
He has those same markings on his body.
How would you... Have you encountered him?
Oh, yeah.
Big Donald. Not me personally, but yeah.
He kind of piques his interest and changes his body language into a much more active listening. Tell me more about him. He worked on my lord's behalf, if I am not mistaken, but I have never seen hide nor hair of him.
I think we have some information you want. What's it gonna pay?
Well, hang on, sugar, just 1 second. Before we start off sharing that, there's some folks that follow religions in one way and some that follow in another. If we had to take apart a significant portion of your Lord's following, would you be okay with that?
As long as you touch nothing of my business, I am okay with that. If someone is hostile to you, my lord will have his followers one way or the other.
You're all heart.
Oh,
How do we know it
one
wasn't
does.
you who triggered all of these events? How do we know it's not you who's to blame?
I am an arms dealer. I pray to my lord that chaos remain in this world so that I may remain rich. It is certainly not a thing to be proud of, but I make my peace with it. If I do not give them the weapons, someone else will surely. If they want war, they can have it for all I care. But I am no butcher. I do not cut into the flesh of an innocent person. It's not by my own hand.
You certainly look like you would send someone to do so, like you sent us to get your daughter, like you have these guards here watching us.
Oh, I certainly would, but well, these people who have been dying, they are of no consequence to me, I assure you.
And I assure you, if we don't find the carver's employ, we'll be back. And the only arms you'll be dealing will be yours.
Nice. Good.
Or the lack thereof.
Bit of a mixed metaphor there, yes.
Yeah, no, I was
The
reaching
only
for it,
arms
but
I
you know,
do.
come on,
Reaching
you
for
understand.
it.
Yeah,
Good
I
luck.
mean,
Would it
you
be
got the point
pertinent?
across, I think.
I
It
see
was
your
a bit
points,
muddled.
yes.
Was a bit muddled. I agree.
Work on your delivery. Maybe sound a little more threatening
I'm
than
but just a
this dead
bugbear,
man.
you know.
Okay,
I
whatever.
rip off arms. I beat people to death with them.
Yeah, you are a good man to know then.
I
If
write
you
You want to
if
let
contracts
the
you're
with their
bugbear win?
blood.
if your investigation does not lead you back to me, I may have use for you. Yeah.
Would it be pertinent to ask him if he knows, like, of all his religious friends, if any of them have started to go down a dark path or
They're all dark.
something?
I don't know. Maybe you should ask him.
So, are any of your religious affiliates on the wrong side of the religion, quote unquote?
There is no right side of worshiping an evil deity. We do this for our own benefit, so that
Well,
we
there's
may be rich
people
and
like you, and then there's people like the Carmath carvers. Like, are any of your acquaintances more like the carver and less like you?
if I knew who the Carmath, if I had any idea who the Carmath carver is, I would not. I will restart that sentence. If I had any idea who the Carmath carver was, and he hadn't already slit my throat, I would not be sending you his way. I do not wish to see the name of my lord sullied in this way, for he has use in the city, and with these attacks tied to my church, patronage has been waning as of late. We need to bolster our ranks, as it were. You understand.
Well, if you decide that you want to tell us something, you let us know and we'll take care of them.
Oh, I have already told you something. I told you where our next meeting is going to be. You have returned my daughter with not but a few scratches, and for that you get your payment and you get your information. That was our deal.
Can you tell me the etymology of her name? It's very interesting.
It is a family name.
Hmm, how quaint.
Yes, very.
Was that the name of your mother?
My mother's grandmother.
Awesome.
Well, thanks for the gold.
You're welcome for the gold. Thank you for my daughter.
Be seeing you.
Hopefully not too soon, eh?
If
Hopefully
you're
not.
lucky.
New chest of gold on the shoulder. Tunk.
How many chests do you have now? Randomly stuck on your shoulder?
Are you
Stack some.
looking at these chests
Yeah.
and figuring out how big it is? Silence.
It's all under it's all under a big plate. It's a mystery.
It's best not to
So,
reach in there.
all told, the various chests in the hideout gave you another 1,625 gold pieces.
Woo!
Plus the 3,000 puts you up to 4,625 gold pieces, and those 3 yet unidentified magical items.
Woot.
If only we had a mage or a thief who acts like a mage.
If only that thief knew by chance identify, which she doesn't yet.
No. Oh no!
Oh, sorry, guys.
I guess you're just going to have to randomly attune to items to find out what they do.
I mean, this seems like a bad idea.
That's worked out
I do
so well in the past, right, Casey?
Was-
Can I do an
I
insight
didn't
check?
randomly attune to anything.
That is, you are not going to be able to read an inanimate object in a social net.
Oh. Yeah, you're right.
How would we check these? Just like randomly whack them off of objects till they do something?
Usually when you attune to an item, it tells you everything about that item.
Okay, Rowan will just volunteer slightly fearfully for the medallion of interest, as Dee has put it down as. Kind of check it out and see what it does.
Rhiannon would like to check out the interesting wand.
That only leaves the large staff.
Okay, you attune to the medallion. I am going to send you a Discord message.
Oh no. Ooh.
Ooh is right. You may read that to the party.
The medallion has
Or-
3 charges. Yep.
Or you can keep
Or-
it to yourself.
You can hear the temptation like sinking in. So if
I
nobody,
don't think Rowan would be one to hide this. So she'd go, the medallion has 3 charges. While wearing it, you can use an action and expend 1 charge to cast the Detect Thoughts spell, save a d13 from it. And the medallion regains 1d3 expended charges daily at dawn.
nice.
Seems good use for
That's
you.
super cool.
So Rowan's just gonna kind of keep it. Kind of
Sam, you
put it in
grab
her bag.
the wand, yes?
Interesting wand, yes.
Hey, Rowan,
Yes.
what's your main attack weapon?
Longbow, why?
What's your melee attack weapon? Or have you ever gone into melee yet?
I've used a rapier or a dagger once or twice, but nothing really
Ooh,
as
you're
a
a
main.
dex character. Okay. Alright. That's that
one.
Oh, we have
You're
this
mumbled
plus...
again.
That's what I do. We have this +1 hand axe. But if no one mains a strength weapon like that, then it will remain just kind of holstered for when I can't use my Nodachi.
Alrighty.
Is the staff a reach weapon, or is that just going to be an arcane focus?
The magic weapon, magic item staff. It would act in combat like a quarterstaff, which is not a reach.
Not reach, but it is a pole arm.
It is technically a pole arm.
I mean,
Yeah, so it's just versatile.
Yeah, it just got the versatile property, but
I mean,
you know, it's got this interesting serpentine pattern to it. Seems like a magical item.
I mean, Joey.
if you guys don't want to risk it, I can try and see what it do.
Well, Joseph would make the most sense, right?
Please
What
don't
now?
turn D back into a plant again.
Well, you would carry like a magical staff. But plus it's like wood, isn't that something that clerics care about? Or is that a
That's
druid?
druids.
It's more a druid thing.
I mean, if it's useless, I could use to replace my bendel staff and her little stick with her.
There you go. I'll toss it to D.
All right. You'll see what the large staff might do or not do.
It's just a staff.
It's probably
You have
just
a
a
meta.
staff.
Whacking people.
It's a staff of hitting things.
Perfect for D.
It rejects your attunement.
Oh my god.
It's firewood,
All
and
right.
she just chucks it.
Are we all just gonna give it a shot? See if it accepts one of us then?
Sure. Picky bitch stick.
I'm down to try.
Rowan will kind of go and pick it up from where D threw it.
Rowan,
Yes.
it rejects your attunement.
Like halfway through trying to attune it, D's like trying to drown the stick in one of the tubs.
Rhiannon will have a stab at it.
Eject me, will you?
Rhiannon, it rejects your attunement.
Oof.
How about Krakus?
Hold on.
A lot of research
I'm
happening right now.
Krakus, you have a Discord message.
Woohoo!
Not
Surprise
rejected.
bow staff.
Okay. I'll tell the party.
Staff of
It's a staff of
fireballs.
pipe.
Dang.
Yeah, I wish.
Mm.
Jesus. Staff of Python. Requires attunement by a cleric, druid, or warlock. You can use an action to speak the staff's command word and throw the staff on the ground within 10 feet of you. The staff becomes a giant constrictor snake. See the monster manual for statistics. Under your control and acts on its own initiative count. By using a bonus action to speak the command word again, you return the staff to its normal form, blah blah blah. You know what? I don't like reading. So I will just copy.
You return the staff to its normal form in a space formerly occupied by the snake. On your turn, you can mentally command the snake if it is within 60 feet of you and you aren't incapacitated. You decide what action the snake takes and where it moves during its next turn, or you can issue it a general command such as to attack your enemies or guard a location. If the snake is reduced to 0 hit points, it dies and reverts to its staff form. The staff then shatters and is destroyed. If the snake reverts to its staff form before losing all its hit points, it regains all of them.
There you go.
Super
Surprise
Nice.
snake.
Oh, he can cast
Told you,
into
Joe.
snakes.
Told you,
Yeah,
Joe,
you-
it was for you.
Yeah, you did kind of fucking call that. And again, it's not for anyone. These are I'm definitely rolling all these things random.
Alright, Krakos, hold on to this.
You keeping the snake in your pants?
Nice.
Good one.
So
Give him the finger guns.
how many days/nights was it from now till the moon being the correct spot for the meeting in the warehouse?
2 weeks.
2 weeks.
So 2 weeks of downtime before the next session.
2 weeks of downtime expected.
Can I use any of my lore thingies to investigate this cult?
You can ask one semi-general question.
Jesus Christ.
Somebody's breathing directly into a microphone.
Hey, Tony Soprano. Easy with the mic.
Does our establishment give us the opportunity to say, hey, what are we likely to encounter at this place? Is that also one of the things our establishment does?
It is.
Like,
Wonderful.
What might we likely encounter at the warehouse, along with the information that Beluda will be gathering, would probably be a nice combination of things to know. And then
Well, you are likely to. I'll give you the general information for this use of your establishment, and then Beluda, I'll let you see if you want to use a lore thing. There are evil gods. Those evil gods are worshipped by some people in this city. Those who worship those gods are generally, as a rule, considered pretty non-violent. If the worshippers of an evil god were to start rioting in the streets, worship would be cracked down upon, and they don't want that to happen. They want to be free to worship just like anybody who belief, and in order to do that, they must make certain concessions that are a little bit against their god's general character for the benefit of their religion. So to have the Carmath carver tied back to one of these evil gods doesn't sound right. It sounds like it doesn't sound like something the church as an organization would condone.
So
So it's like a rogue guy.
Possibly, or
Not rogue as in player, like rogue as in like.
no, I know what you meant. Possibly, it's possible.
Cool.
Or maybe the church as an organization has finally snapped and is trying to attack people in the streets.
Got it.
Rhiannon just asks for a tiny bit of backstory about the carver, like just how long this has been like happening.
You've been in the city for a number of years. The attacks have been happening probably once a season for the past, I want to say, year and a half.
Okay.
So not frequent, but over a pretty lengthy period of time.
Just kind of consistent.
Yeah.
Every couple of months.
Fairly
or so.
consistent. At once every couple of months, somebody turns up. Cut.
Cool.
Carved. Beluda, would you like to try to get any more information with one of your lore tokens?
I just don't know what information to look for. I would, but I don't know how helpful that would be.
Do we have we encountered one Bodak, we encountered one Carver. They both seem to have mess with your head and also kill you with dead stares, sort of thing. Is there if you go up against vampires, bring wooden stakes. If you go up against Bodaks, bring
That's a solid one.
mirrors.
Do you want to try to use a lore thing on that?
Not for Bodaks, I guess.
Do you want to see? Do you want to try to see what the link between Bodax and Tharisdan might be?
I think I would want to know what other types of enemies or monsters that they would have, or would, Tharsdakian priests or whatever believers have at their disposal.
If one were hostile, you know that the general domain of Tharisdan is one of trickery. But trickery designed to induce madness. Before the regulation of these various churches occurred, there was much more of a torture problem with particularly the Church of Tharisdan. They would try to break people, and those broken people would follow their god. They don't do that anymore, that anybody knows of, and they're kept a pretty close watch on. So it's fairly certain that they wouldn't see the use in such barbaric tactics anymore. Most of the worshippers see some benefit in a chaotic world. Rodrigo wants to see this cold conflict keep escalating between Dorwin and Forland, for example. I'm sure there are many other people in the city who benefit from chaos. Those are the kinds of people that you're looking for, or those are the kinds of people who would worship Tharisdan.
Okay. Lore token subtracted.
So question for y'all. Are we thinking going hot like sword swinging? Or are we thinking a little more clandestine information gathering? Because
How would he feel, do you think, if we were to, I don't know, the night before, strategically put barrels of poison and or oil around?
I think he said as long as we don't hurt his stuff, so poison probably be okay so long as he had the antidote.
Well, we just so happen to have a lot of poison at our disposal.
But how much antidote do we have?
As much as we want, we can make it.
All right,
Yes,
never mind.
yes,
then.
the antidote can be made by this gentleman over here.
Is there any way to make the poison airborne?
Well, we've got topical, we've got oral, and we've got the other one, which we're not gonna talk about too much. But I think if we just spray him down with the topical. Mix it in with the
So you're
drinks.
thinking of maybe like a shakedown situation?
I mean, seems reasonable. A little strong army, but I don't think we
Like-
really have the investigative mindset.
Basically, we spray them all down with poison and tell them they're gonna die. We have the antidote. If they tell us who the carver listens to, they can get the antidote.
Could we like maybe go in there, or maybe some of us go in there and like try to talk to them, and then have like a super secret safe word where you'd like throw the topical in like hand grenades and it just poof.
Well, we could take our time, poison them throughout the night. It's actually fairly pleasant if I remember the poison properly. It's kind of a nice thing.
Yeah, you remember that this is a very long-acting poison. It's
So they've got
it's
like a
more. This is a poison that kills because it immediately makes the body dependent on it.
Yeah, so we spend the whole evening chatting them up, poisoning them up, and then if we don't get anything from that, we just let them know about the poison, and if we do, we just offer them all free tokens for our platinum bath, which happens to have the cure.
It's a win-win situation.
Yeah.
They get
What
the
if they
antidote,
don't
we
go
get
to the
paid.
bath?
Well, then they're gonna die.
Yeah, they should bathe. I mean, if they don't come to the bathhouse, that's just their own foolishness.
Mm.
Kinda leans over to D. Should we give some to Crocus too? Get him to bathe.
Ah, sweetie, we've been barking up that tree for years.
Shit.
I wish you
Too
luck.
bad.
We actually pushed him into a bath one time. All the seeds on him sucked up all the moisture. He didn't even get wet.
Gross.
Ew.
Just got a little muddy.
He stunk so badly the water got out of his way.
Crack is very
Rowan-
hydrophobic at this point.
Rowan has this look of absolute horror on her face hearing all of this. She's kind of looking back between him and D like, the fuck?
It's a choice.
Rhiannon is totally unfazed.
Yeah, but Rhiannon came from like a small town. Like, Rowan came from like a very remote village in the middle of the woods. So
Yeah.
a lot of shit is new to her.
So I mean, that sounds like part of a plan. And we got a little time to think about it.
Yes, it does sound like quite the plan,
Whether it'll work or not, that's another question.
says a voice from the corner.
Oh, hello, Wenry?
Hello. Hello.
Not Wenry?
Not
Says,
Wenry!
says a man dropping invisibility in the corner.
Doxia, you're fired.
Who is this?
I'm sorry. Allow me to introduce myself. My name is Ronzian Daxi, at your service. And that makes you the leadership of the Silver Tanks, yes?
Who wants to know?
I just said Ronzian Daxi. My name is Ronzian Daxi. Pleasure to meet you. Hello.
I meant like. I meant like. Who are you affiliated with?
One at a time, please. I can't hear you over this chatter.
Do you have an affiliation with some people, or are you just
I have an affiliation with
breaking
many
into
people.
places?
Are you a bathhouse creeper? Are you been peeping?
No,
Why are you invisible in a bathhouse? You're a creepy
I'm
old
invisible
man.
I'm invisible in your establishment, and I should say this is not an old man. This is a young man with white hair.
Sugar, are you familiar with people who respond to threats with violence? Because...
Oh, very much so.
Oh, good. Because you need to make sure that you are not a threat real fast, because I'm about to respond.
I am here to offer my occasional services to you.
Get him, Weasel.
He's a peeper.
Alright, Sugar, let's broaden that definition a little bit. What are you offering? How much are you asking for? And do you understand how easy it would be for me to stab you right now?
You would find it more difficult than you would expect to stab me, but that is beside the point. I have been watching this city for some time.
I bet you have.
And I have been watching its inhabitants for some time. And I have found you.
He's creepy.
Worth my efforts. So I am here to say hello and to say that when you need me, I will be here. Or when I need you. We shall see.
Ask him a question that
That gave us no information.
You're so peepy and creepy.
Hey, D. Ask him a question that he will either tell us the truth to or lie. A medallion.
Okay.
Have you been peeping while you were invisible?
Heavens no. I have no need of carnal entertainments.
Rowan's gonna use the medallion for that.
This is what happens when you introduce an NPC at 11:55.
He just popped out of invisibility in the bathhouse. Dude's a creeper. He just is. There's a whole bar. There's a bar. You can just, hey, settle up next to a bar. That's cool.
Yes, but you're here in this room.
Alright, Sugar. So let's try this one again.
Alright. First, I want to resolve Rowan.
Yep.
Rowan, you detect no thoughts from this individual.
She's gonna run back to D, like, completely freaking out, going, what the fuck, he's got nothing in there.
Oh, sweetie, then he's probably not here. Which just means I'm gonna have to run really far in order to put a sword in him. So Sugar, what is it you do? And...
Well, I am an ancient brass dragon. Pleasure to meet you.
Oh, sweetie.
He doesn't look like a dragon.
You would have stopped all this stuff if you just said that in the beginning.
No, that one gets me every time. I am a moderately powerful sorcerer. You have piqued my interest as an organization, and I would like to offer you some help occasionally when you need it.
Did you say pique your interest?
Definitively not, friend.
So all right, let's just again.
Rhiannon's walking away. She's done.
What sort of sorcering does you do?
Other than the peeping.
The magical kind? I'm not sure what your question is. I'm well versed in all schools of magic.
Creeping and peeping.
All right, so
What's
if
the
I
other-
wanted to say
what's cool?
buy a scroll of Find Familiar, you could sell me one?
I don't deal in scrolls. I have contact that deal in scrolls if that's something you're looking for.
Okay, well, I'm just trying to see what we're working with here, so not
Sure.
selling stuff. How about if
Not
I was to say, could you make me a giant suit of magical plate mail?
I suppose with
If I wanted
time.
a fireball sent somewhere, like what do you do, sweetie?
Oh, I can send many fireballs many places.
Okay, so
Well,
That's an easy.
creepy.
That's an
I like
easy
this
one.
guy.
fireball delivery service.
Hired.
Guys, who wrote "I'm creepy" on him?
No comment.
Three
What?
people.
All right. Now, since you were saying you overheard, we having some trouble with a Carmath carver.
Oh, I can't help you with this petty shit. I'm just here to introduce myself.
Wow.
Sweetheart, you're gonna have
So
to give
you're
me some sort of
useless.
scope
Leave
here.
your contact information and please walk out the door.
One thing I will tell you, the Carmath carver will not be bothering this particular establishment anymore.
Well, we sort of kicked his ass, but that's all right.
But didn't
You'll
you just
have
say
to-
you didn't deal with him?
I will protect your establishment. I will protect
Oh.
You could have
For
just said that
you.
in the first place.
you when it's needed. I'm trying to be eloquent. Please.
It's totally working.
Sugar, we just got done hurting a whole heap of fellas and
We
chopping up
are
an undead thing.
Tired.
That smells
my-
strangely of pineapples.
That's
Oh, I was wondering what that smell was.
yeah, it's well,
I did want to.
I didn't want to
introduce
say it was the
myself.
fruitiest thing in the room, but then you got here. So,
That I will take as a very high compliment.
uh,
So
Okay, that one was inappropriate.
So how would we contact you in the future if we did require your services?
Oh, I'll be here. I'll be staying here from time to time.
Oh,
oh,
cool.
Can you try not to go invisible while you're here, please? Our paying customers tend to frown upon those who walk around invisible.
For some reason.
I make no promises, my hairy friend. You can't get in trouble if you don't get caught.
We
Oh,
just
we
caught
all know
you.
you're here.
You've just been caught.
so I feel like we strayed a little bit. How about we put you in touch with our alchemist, and between the two of you, you kind of come up with a list of things that you do and don't do, and then we'll filter it through and kind of sort it out that way.
Oh, I would be happy to work with Zampano.
Would you mind signing this contract?
Absolutely not, my dear.
That's
Hey,
the
by the
only
way, what's your
way.
name, Chief?
It's clearly Creepy the Peepee.
I've said it twice now. My name is Ronzi and Daxi.
Yeah.
I'm very tired.
Yep. Nope. That was the want of the name today.
Can I call you Ray J?
No, I'm going to leave now. I'm going to be at the bar drinking. Pleasure to meet you all.
Pleasure to creepily
Nice to meet you too,
maybe?
Ronzian.
Bye-bye,
And he
Invisible
just
Jesus.
he just kind of
Didn't we just
phases
ask
out.
you not to do that? At least don't do it in our sight.
I feel like
I said I promised nothing.
I feel like our help wanted ad needed to be a little more discreet.
God, this place is attracting more perverts than a library.
Good lord, what just actually? Good
Well,
lord.
I think that's time to go to bed.
I think
That
our new
that
NPC
way-
just showed up.
that was the result of a roll you guys made about 4 weeks ago.
Are you
Wow.
kidding me?
Yep.
God.
Remember all those times I asked you to roll? No roll again. No roll again. No roll again.
Was
Yeah.
that for
Those
sensing
rolls-
him?
No, that got you him. Those rolls got you this guy.
Oh, so he's actually just like an extra like helpy dude?
He's actually an NPC here to help you that you attracted to your group because you've gained such notoriety.
Dude, he's so creepy.
Woo!
Oh yeah, he's super fucking creepy. That's the point.
That's exactly what we needed. After getting the silent together, we needed not the sudden. Excuse me, the sudden together. We needed more creepy.
I just told Zyphor what happened, and he goes, "I didn't know Silthorn leaving would leave the DM insane."
Oh,
And here I was thinking it was going to be the Cardi B, but
well, this has been a fun night. That's where we're gonna leave it this evening.
Woohoo!
Yeah, let's leave. Leave on a low note. Love it.
Good night, Twitch and YouTube and other places.
Adios.
Hasta luego.
Good night, people.